What's good with it? What's good with it, man? Y'all already know what it is. What's the deal over here? Keep it reckless and real. How you feel? Just like that. Look out, look out. It's a Sunday cookout, cookout. Keep it 100. You get took out, took out. Man, we already know who in the building, man. Your bro for sure. Got the co-host that do the most, man, and the guest, man. Go ahead and shout yourself out, co-host, and then lead it up, money.
EWG&E, man. East Oakland, California. You already know we do it big. The Bay Area, man. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to all my niggas, man. We appreciate you tuning in, tapping in. We got Demon Time on here. We about to be on Demon Time. Let's go.
Hey man, it's money at Demon Time Exotics. You already know it's the kid that did. We in here. We about to turn it up.
Hey, just like that, man. You feel me? Hey, shouts out, salute Marathon Kev, man. Y'all already know, man. I met Marathon Kev through DTE. So, hey, if it weren't for Demon, hey, I wouldn't even be rocking out with Marathon Kev. That's the bro for sure. Y'all go over there, sub up, tap in with the bro. Y'all already know what it is, man. Just like that. So, if y'all ain't aware, man, Money been on the net cooking, bro. He been popping like fish grease, man. Just like that. So, hey, we just go jump right into it like a swimming pool. No Kendrick Lamar, man. Hey, straight up off the rip, off the gate, off the cuffs. We gotta come with it, man. That young and Hefe situation. You feel me? Demon Time Exotics being the first. Let me repeat that again. Demon Time Exotics being the first one with the taco stand incident when it hit YouTube. You feel me? So, hey, Demon Talk, go ahead and let the people aware if they not aware of what I'm talking about, the situation and what happened, man. Go ahead and get the bros the details on it.
All right, man. So, um, you know, I hit Young and Hefe up, man, and I said, bro, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people around me in the YouTube space was acting weird, but I felt like Young and Hefe was one of the ones that, I felt like he was a real one. He never gave me no fake internet Hollywood vibes. You know what I'm saying? So I hit him up and I was like, you feeling some type of way? And he was like, feeling some type of way. Like, nah, like what you do? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I took that as, you know, he's saying that because he knows that I'm the type of guy that's gonna put out the content. He know I'm the type of guy that's gonna I'm gonna test the waters, but we good. So he know I'm a content creator and I put that first. So, you know, I'm trying to reload the messages so I can show y'all, but it ain't reloading right now. Um, so I hit him up. We talked for about a good 25 minutes. It felt like an hour. When I went back and looked at it, it was 25 minutes. And you know, I had just went through a situation where I caught a DWI, and I was feeling real grateful just to have my freedom, just to have another chance to be able to make some content. And I could fail 10 times, and I felt like shit, I'll do it again right now, because you know what I mean. I had just got this opportunity back to do everything I needed to do without having to start all the way over. So I felt grateful, and I was expressing that to him, talking about some of the things that I was dealing with, how, content creators stealing my content and people stealing my swag and thumbnail styles and just all of that stuff. And I'm just telling them like, man, but if you take your car away, if you put yourself in jail, or if you know what I mean, if you wasn't able to have a good meal at night or squeeze on baby buns, you would appreciate everything you got right now. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't be worried about the little things. So I wasn't worried about the stuff that I was worried about or stressed about. And I wanted to relay that to him. I was just talking about what I was going through personally. I had no idea that Young and Hefe had any legal issues going on. I was just telling him what was on my heart. You know what I mean? God told me, I felt like God put it in my heart to reach out to him. Right? I
Right,
thought
right.
about me though. You know what I'm saying? So I got to telling him like, but if you was in jail right now, and you would appreciate just being able to be out here and work a McDonald's job for $8.50 and go home and eat whatever,
Right.
another seven. So he was listening to me, And he was just like, yeah, man, one of the first things he said when he got on the phone was like, yeah, the devil been really working on me. He been doing a number. I've been having a lot of bad luck lately. So that's what, led me to tell him what I'm telling you.
All right.
So, he put the phone down while I was talking, and I could see that he, what I'm saying, he was doing what we know he knows, what he's known to do. You know what I'm saying? And make you a little drowsy, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm just thinking this is normal him. He just moving around doing what he doing. But I can see the tension. I can feel it, in his voice or whatever. So as I'm talking, he just like, I gotta hit you back. And he hangs up. Boom. Now, that was kind of odd because he don't never really just get off the phone like that. Whack, you know what I'm saying? He get off the phone like that. But, usually Young and Hefe, he pretty, you know what I'm saying? He a real one. So, he'd be like, I'm going to hit you back. Or, usually the conversation just end naturally. He got off the phone real quick. I thought it was weird. I thought he was going to hit me back. So, the next morning, I wake up. I find out that this nigga's in jail. I find out that he's in jail for possibly an unalivement. And I'm like, this is crazy. I just
Deem, I want to interrupt you real quick. Could you give us some background? Because there's people in the chat that don't really know who Aunt Hefe is and where he came from. Can you double back and come all the way back full circle for us to like give us a little background on who he is?
Okay. So Young Aunt Hefe, man, he from 8 Gangsters. You know what I'm saying? He's a certified member in the streets. You know what I'm saying? He was involved with the 8 Gangsters RICO indictment that happened some years back. And he was one of the key players in the situation. He held it down. He didn't snitch. He went and did his time, got out. But they was going up to Spokane, I think it was Washington, with the pills when that was booming around that time. So they was getting cartel low level prices on the pills, then bringing them up to Washington. You know what I'm saying, getting their money. And they established a real foothold up there in Washington and was getting some real money. You know what I'm saying? They was flying back and forth with large amounts of cash, pills, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So Young and Hefe is a real one from one of the biggest LA street gangs, and just a certified member that is now coming up in the YouTube space. As an up-and-coming podcaster, page is popping, going crazy. He's on the YouTube podcast No Jumper with Adam 22 and Munchie B. And basically, he's, one of the driving forces of No Jumper resurgence after AD&T Real leaving No Jumper. So that's a little bit about Young and Hefe. And right now, Young and Hefe is into it with Whack 100 and Poetic Flocko. I guess they're into it, but that's a little bit about him.
Right.
But go ahead.
No. I want to ask you something about that, right? Like with all the stuff that's going on out there, like even what you explaining right now, right? Like Free and Hefe, especially because like a lot of stuff I heard like in the YouTube, the Whack 100 speaking on everything that he do, talking about rumors that it could be Big U's son. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on in the background, right? I don't know about none of that, but I do want to ask you this, right? As a member of like the coalition out there in that region, I'm from Oakland, California. I'm from the Bay. We all hail from California. You know what I'm saying? Except for Rec, but I'm saying, so you understand our politics is so different, right? But what I'm noticing about the podcasting spirit too is the way we kind of rock on that is different. It seems like a lot of the stuff down that way, everybody beefing. So it's like throwback gang banging, where when it was said tripping all of the time, right? But it was real. Niggas was dying, right? So where now it's like it seemed like this space of podcasting is like a forum to air out either old grievances, penitentiary stuff, blah, 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 whatever, right? And as a man, you just spoke on that prison stuff. As a reentry person, I did 19 straight years of CDCR, did some Fed time, all that. So I know, right? And a lot of stuff triggers us, people that have been to prison like that. You feel me?
Right.
Speaking of that, like how do you feel about that, about the landscape? Like, you know what I'm saying? Of like, is that something that you embrace or something that you like reject?
Okay, so are you saying like incorporating the gangbanging and the street life with the podcasting. Is that what you're saying?
No, I feel like I feel like everybody should be who they are, but I'm talking about in a sense of beefing. Everything seemed like it's beef. Like like I feel like if LA all came together, it would be dope. But it's a lot of beef.
You mean in the streets or online? But
on podcasting, online.
Okay, so yeah, man, that's definitely one of the things that I heard when I first got in this was like, LA, they super grimy, they snaking each other out, they don't like the Bay Area, be careful, you know what I mean? And
right.
I feel like that's definitely why they not more prominent than they are, because they got all the key components. You get what I'm saying? They got Hollywood, they got money, they got, everything you would want, as far as libations and extracurricular activities. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's just like they got that sea in a barrel mentality. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's trying to make sure you don't come up so they can come up instead of trying to work together, like you said. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really understand it. I came in embracing everybody, you know what I'm saying? From smaller podcasters to bigger podcasters, you know what I mean? Like you said, Marathon Kev, you know what I mean? That's how we connected. You know what I mean?
Because y'all got motion out there, because y'all really got, like, y'all like a mecca. It's like certain meccas, like y'all like a mecca for talent, for media, for all of that. And I just, like, in my world, so I be looking like, damn, like, some of them dudes look like they had good chemistry if they just was banging on the universe instead of banging on each other. You feel me? That's why I even say that. I see somebody made a comment about Big U. Bro, I don't know nothing about the Big U situation. That was his son. I'm just saying the internet was saying that allegedly, right? Saying that it was possible this, possible that. It's a couple of dudes that come online and they, to me, be lightweight telling with all the shit they be saying, right? But they said it was like, I don't know if it's true. Allegedly, they were saying something that it could have been Big U's son. I have no idea if that's true or not.
So as far as, man, who it is and what the real story is, it's a few stories out there at this point, right? I'm gonna say this before I say anything. I'm looking at it just like you are, just like Reckless is, as a public viewer from the outside, because I'm not A-Tray. I don't know. I wasn't there that day. You know what I'm saying? He didn't tell me nothing. I don't have no insider information. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the Big U situation, I feel like that's one of the furthest from the truth conspiracy theories, you know what I mean, that was put out there by somebody, you know what I'm saying, a podcast or whatever, but I think that, it just, people be so quick to try to be first because being first on YouTube is such a big thing. You know what I mean? And some people gonna play it by the book and try to make sure that they have everything correct and then put that out. And then some people gonna go for the clickbait value and just try to put out the most salacious story. So with the Big U son thing, in regards to Young and Heffy and his situation, I think that and what I can see off of the internet and the information that I have, I think that that's one of the furthest from the truth allegations.
And I'm not even from out there. And when I heard, I was like, what?
Right.
It's back. I'm fresh out the feds too. I've been out the feds about 10 months. So in my word, I'm like, let me see. I'm trying to connect the dots out here. But that's one thing what you write about is that the internet, look, sometimes the sleuths of the internet do solve crimes and shit like that. Like before the police even, look, in the case of Jalik, I think they actually used some of her live streams to put together some cases before, you feel me? You see it, right? So,
with the EBK J-Bo type stuff.
Yeah, Jaloo's booty got some issues. You feel me?
Yeah, man. She don't like me because I'm really good at my content and I'm tapped in. So it's like I know things. You know what I mean? And I had already heard that she was loose with the booty.
And she said it though. My thing is, look, some of the shit. Look, I could say something about me out loud, and then when you repeat it on another cast, I act like I'm tripping. You feel me? If you put it out there. Yeah, I'm using your verbiage. It ain't even allegedly. You said it.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And if you put that out there saying that you told on something, remember she was confronted about it. 607 unconfronted her about it. By the straight telling case. She said that she said this. So you earning your money in a whole other way. But like I said, Rick, you seen me a couple of days ago when I was doing a solo, just spitting some shit. The internet is the streets now. Like, you know what I'm saying? The internet. Go ahead.
Most street one real ones is hopping in the game because it's like it's almost like it don't benefit you not to be in it, because it's like if you sit back and you don't say nothing, then the fake narratives will take over, right?
Right.
So the real ones, I almost feel like some of the real ones are starting to be more vocal and active, because it's almost like if they don't, then the fake narratives just run wild. You know what I'm saying? But what it really needs to, the focus needs to be is people getting on the internet and then using it correctly. You feel what I'm saying? If the OGs got on here and used it correctly, it wouldn't be an issue, right?
With my boy in Houston, right? Jay Prince. The big Jay Prince to me was always, I feel like I always respect him as a real mob boss, because he had the mystique of, you didn't know, you just heard the stories. It was like, was they urban legends, or they real? Now he talking so much, it took away some of the mystique to me. You know what I'm saying? So you're right. When you use it right, if you come in, make your statement, say what it's on, and you spend straight game and politics, and your politics correct, bet. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Right? So I feel the same way as you when it comes to that. You got to use it correctly. That's the thing about it.
I mean, it's just like with anything, Dub. You feel me? I say YouTube ain't even the streets. I say YouTube is more like high school. You feel me? It's a bunch of grown ass men acting like kids. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, you can't rock with money because I don't like Demon Time Exotic. So you can't rock with them. You feel me? They feel the type of way towards you because you rocking with somebody they don't like. Bro, the whole time ODM Slim and Spider Loc wasn't seeing eye to eye, I rocked with both sides, bro. Yeah. I always rocked with SPR. I always rocked with ODM. I just didn't get caught up in the middle of the BS because it ain't no throwing shit on both sides of the fence. I'm just over here to show love and support. What you brothers got going on is between you brothers. You feel me? Now when y'all just
SPI Spider Loc to leave those illegal substances alone. If you really loved them, you would have told them leave them drugs alone, sir. We seen you on there with them big eyeballs, and we seen you tweaking and twitching, sir. Put it down. We love you. Well, somebody do. I love you. But somebody love you, hopefully, out here. You know what I'm saying? And pick your flag up. We heard about you. We heard about you, sir. All right, go ahead.
Man, shout out to my bro SPR, man. You know it's love.
No, what be happening in the rec is be like, when I say the internet is the streets, what I mean is real street niggas can't compete with the internet when it comes to doing real things. If you do something too real, you're gonna be the dummy because the internet ain't rocking like that. So, but what be happening is somebody like Rec who feel like he can play neutral, he don't understand that some of the street dudes is like, nigga, if I see you with my enemy yesterday, nigga, you my enemy, I can't trust you no more. So but some of that shit spill over. You can't
fall victim to that. This, in my opinion, I don't know if you should trust my opinion, because you see where I'm at. I'm blackballed and everybody don't like me, and so maybe you shouldn't listen to me. But at the same time, you have to control your narrative. You got to control your platform. You can't let nobody else's opinion control your narrative or your platform, because if you do, then you're gonna be adjusting for everybody, and you're not gonna be able to appease everybody. Then you have to pick sides. Now you over here. And then what if you pick the wrong side? What if you pick the side of some fake snakes?
You just got to do you. That's what you cooking.
You got to learn. Look, I done been through this already. I didn't try to start off neutral, and then it was like I was rocking with these guys so tough, and we doing well, and I'm a loyal by nature person. You feel what I'm saying? But then I chose the side of some goofies. You know what I'm saying?
But not only that, though, look, DT, one thing you know about this shit is that you just really got to do you, because in the morning when you wake up, you don't want to be doing nobody else, you feel me? So it's like you can relate this shit to the streets, like, you know, as much as you can, but at the end of the day, bro, fuck what anybody else on.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to just do me. And hopefully what that creates is attraction for my movement, because people like me want to fuck with me. You feel me?
You took the word. I was going to let you finish, and then I was going to say, you know what I tell people all the time, and I'm going to shout out somebody. I used to tell Toxic Media this all the time, because he was one of the people that was like that. He was trying to appease everybody, and then he had to, change and adjust to everything, right? And I used to tell him, toxic. Fuck
Right.
being cool with everybody.
Right.
Popping. Don't be cool. Don't worry about being cool with everybody. Get popping. Because when you
right,
they're gonna hit your phone regardless.
They're gonna be cool. They're gonna be cool with you.
Yeah.
They're gonna be cool with you.
It don't matter.
Right.
Who was over there hanging? It don't even matter. Your platform is popping. Your lives are popping. Your videos are going up. People want to hear from you. Oh, you got however many in the chat, right? Hey, Demon Time. Hey, Reckless.
Right.
Hey,
Exactly.
What y'all over here? Shit.
Exactly.
You
No,
gotta
look. That's just like when niggas be talking about.
Say you do an interview with whoever y'all feel is the most popping person tomorrow. How many people you think that was acting funny that said they didn't want to mess with you because you was cool with whoever is gonna hit your phone and be like, hey, what's up? Woo, woo, woo.
Everybody. But it's just like, no, look. It's just like when niggas, because Drake got the #1 Bay Area song right now with the little Mac Dre remake, right? People hating out loud, but if Drake called you and said, hey, bro, let's work, niggas gonna go work.
Exactly.
Everybody say what they own when they talk about when we all broke together, everybody got morals and standards. But that you be approached by some shit. You got to figure that part out. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And not only that, I'm more of a nigga that I don't like fast friends. So anybody saying like they're a renegade or they crazy, I'm more so look at them and watch them what they on, because that's what they always do to the motherfuckers that's about to have the real motion. The authentic niggas always get set aside to their own side. You feel me? That's how I be. So,
no, but I did want to finish the Jefe situation though.
No, go ahead, money. You all good, bro.
Yeah.
So I wake up in the morning after talking to young Jefe about, you know what I'm saying, like, hey man, you just got to think of life as I could be in jail and not be free and not have the opportunity to do all these things, because we always wait till we're in there to be thinking like that. So with me having this little DWI situation and having to stay in there overnight and then pay for a lawyer, and then I got through it, and then now having a chance to be like, all right, cool, that's past me. I can do what I'm trying to do still. I got a fresh start, cost me a little money, overnight in jail, but shit, I feel good to be here. I'm explaining that to him. He hang up abruptly. Boom. I wake up in the morning, he in jail. I'm like, dang, that's crazy. Just think of the coincidence of I'm talking to Loose Cannon when he, you know what I'm saying, when he gets picked up by the feds. And you know what I'm saying? And we about to do, then now I'm talking to young Jefe when he gets picked up by the feds. So as I'm talking the next day about how I was talking to young Jefe and what I learned and how I was trying to express that to young Jefe, and it's crazy that I woke up and he was in the jail the next morning after telling him, shit, if you was sitting in jail, you would feel a lot differently. So just take that in mind. And he was stressed. So boom, the next day, as I'm saying that, some people are in the comments saying, he tell him not to go get tacos at 2 a.m. Tell him next time you better DoorDash these tacos. Da 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 da. So I'm seeing it, but I'm not trying to throw him under the bus. So I'm ignoring the comments. You know what I'm saying? So, I talk about the situation at night, do the live, and they keep saying it. I'm ignoring it. The next morning I wake up, somebody sends me this information like, hey, you see this stuff about this taco stand? That's a crazy situation. I don't know. Like, you think this could have something to do with it? I look at it. I put a fine eye on it. I do a little research. Like, okay, this happened on what date? I talked to him what date? This is kind of crazy. He locked up. It's the robbery unalivement division. I'm like, it seemed like it lines up. Now, so with young Ed Jefe being somebody that I consider, to be a friend, or as much as of a friend that you can be online, right? I try to approach the situation delicately, like, hey man, I don't know if this is true. I don't have no inside information, but this is what I heard, because I already know it's gonna come out.
Right, because you want to report the content, you feel me? But at the same time, I'm not trying to throw my bro under the bus on no BS though either.
Exactly, because I know for sure this content is gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm kind of faced with a decision, like, man, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna try to do it right. So I put it out. I put it out, and you know, it do decent. It don't do numbers, but it do decent for a small channel. So next thing I see, Flacco put it up. Now I'm watching Flacco video, and I'm like, who did he get this from? Because it ain't even like as podcasters, we just journalists and we just gotta state our sources, but it was crazy. You know, usually we'll be like, people will tell you where they heard what they heard it from. You feel what I'm saying?
Right, right.
I'm listening to the whole video, like, where you hear this? He never heard it from nobody. Then later, after I make another video talking about how Poetic Flacco stole my video, didn't want to credit me because he's been hating on me for a minute, trying to suppress my content and me. You know what I'm saying? He puts up a video saying that he heard it from this guy from the Peblos or whatever. Is that guy from the Peblos the one to be wearing all the goddamn
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I heard. I've seen both videos, money. I've seen yours, and then the next day I seen Flacco's. You know what I'm saying?
Was that
Then later on,
was that the same? Was they like? Was it a ripoff?
yeah, like from what is coming out, it's coming out that his own hood is looking to DP him because he came with some falsified assumption. And you feel me? Everything that he said was all cake. You know what I'm saying? Everything he said was all cake, bro. It was all cap. What none of that real, bro. It was all sweet. You know what I'm saying? So now his own hood is calling him out for a DP. Now, would we assume that Flacco paid him for the information? Paid him to go on a public platform on his IG and say XXX happened, this is what happened, this is what took place. Hey, it's not out of the way to say that could possibly, you know what I'm saying, be what happened. I'm not gonna put that on Flacco and say that he did nor didn't do it, but it's definitely a possibility because who's just gonna jump out the window with some falsified facts about a situation that we know is going big right now. We know it's popping like fish grease.
Look it. What's so crazy is that it was already exposed that that same guy in the video before it, I think Point and Shoot put it out. Shout out to Point and Shoot. I see you left me in the video. I ain't gonna ask for too much. You left me in there. I know you could have edited me out, but you could have said, you know, this guy Demon Time Exotics, man. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that really get it.
Facts.
I ain't gonna.
Facts.
You know, I know you got friends that are cool friends. That know people. Anyway,
you need all that.
But you said what?
I said we need all that, all of it.
Yeah, I need
every shred of promo.
They trying to knock me down. I done talked to them in the door.
No, but every shred of promo, put that out there.
Come on. So Point and Shoot put out that this guy says in his video that he heard it from Flacco. So how is Flacco crediting a person that heard it from him? He didn't hear it from him. He heard it from me.
DT, let me ask you something real quick. You had said earlier the feds. You saying that this is a Fed case?
Feds about what?
About NFA.
Did I say something about the feds?
Yeah, this is a state. This is a state case though, right?
You said what?
State. No, I said this is a state case though. Right?
My knowledge, yeah, state.
Okay, bad, yeah. I'm like, because if the feds come looking at you for murder, you got serious issues. You know, they don't even.
Yeah, no. If I said that I misspoke.
No, I just want to make sure. Go ahead, Ray.
Flacco, I put out the video like, yeah, Flacco. I'm so, and it ain't even that he just stole this video. This is what they do often. They often steal, not even just mine. Like it's just, I'm so big that they're stealing. No, they see talented people, or they see a channel that's so small that
no, DT, they do this in music. Some of the bigger dudes will be on YouTube scouring the web at night, 2:00 in the morning, seeing a bunch of niggas like our people underground, just $300 videos, but got a cold flow or a hook. They'll take that and take it to the big studio, come out with it first, or come out with it second. Right?
They've been doing it since the 90s.
Come on, bro.
Y'all ain't heard about the real Notorious B.I.G.? The real
Jay-Z got some shit too.
Come on.
Come on.
So I put out the video basically letting him know, stop playing with me. I'm tired of you suckers playing with me. Like, go play with these dudes. You already know I know what's going on. Stop playing with me. So I can respect it. You know what? I respect how he moved because he don't say nothing. He not gonna say nothing. They just started attacking my page. You know what I'm saying? I started getting copyright strikes and community guideline warnings and community guideline strikes and just everything immediately. A plethora of them. So you know he's paying bots to
the vocabulary. Don't try to pull out the vocabulary,
no,
brother.
no,
We was talking backstage.
I'm not from the Bay.
Let them cook, Doug. Let them cook.
I drop it on them. Come on now. You know what I mean?
Let them cook. Let them cook.
You know what I'm saying? So basically, I'm telling them like, stop playing with me. They smack me with all this stuff. They take my page. You know what I'm saying? The person I was working with at that time, Drea, you know what I'm saying? She get the page back. Boom. I don't know. I feel like it's some weird stuff going on. I feel like they working together. I don't know. I had to move around, so she's no longer representing me. Basically, I get hit. I get my paycheck. I get it back. Boom. Now I'm just getting more strikes daily, and it's just like a little silent attack on my page because he know that I know what's going on over there. I know he's botting up and paying for Google ads and everything else. And you got a monthly, you know what I'm saying, budget to do what you're doing, which I don't care. And see, they're so scared because when I was messing with Loose Cannon was recording a lot of stuff and they was exposing a lot of stuff. So they feel like that was my character. And yeah, at that time, when I was rocking with Loose Cannon, we was doing a lot of exposing and all of that shit. And that's what we was on. Hey, when you're doing your job and you run some shit over, you worried about what just got smashed? No, you doing your goddamn job. But at the same time, so when this situation happened with him, I'm not here to really, I always had admiration for Flacco. You feel what I'm saying? Him and DJ Academics were some of my inspirations in doing what I do. I always said that everybody know I'm not going to take that back now because I ain't fuck with niggas. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you was okay working with me and coming on the show and doing little shit and, giving me shout outs and everything when I was smaller and y'all felt like y'all could suppress me or control me. Once y'all seen that I was, for one, growing, and for two, wasn't a do boy or yes man, then you feel like, okay, we can't let them come up. And and my source for some of this information is questionable. I'll even admit, because Loose Cannon was the one that was telling me, that did tell me that, like, man, Flacco, man, he hating on you, man. DJ Academics, he hating on you. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Flacco maybe, but DJ Academics, he doesn't know me. But anyways, long story long, you know what I'm saying? They attacking the page, man, because they know I know, and you know what I'm saying? And I ain't here to bend over. You know what I'm saying? I no Diddy, no trap. You know what I'm saying? Wack was calling my phone month straight, every day. No bull, like literally every day, every morning I'll be driving to work. He'll call me, telling me about this podcast setup he got with all these rooms that ended up turning out to be 607 Unks, little, compound over there. You know what I mean? I was tapped in with the Jalise shit and the DC Baby Draco shit. I'm telling DC Baby Draco, boy, you go over there, you're going to get fried up. With your situation and what you got, you know what I mean, and attached to you, they gonna use you up while it's convenient, and he gonna put you in the frying pan. You ain't get put in the frying pan, but now you're just in oblivion. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on. I don't want to talk too much, man. I'm gonna let y'all ask y'all questions.
No, look, my thing is, look, see, like what I always be on these forums be for me, because where we at, right? Is that a lot of people that tap in don't be knowing all the details that me, you, and Rec know, right? So sometimes when you be speaking on stuff, not just you, but I'm just saying people like in general,
right?
And that's what I was talking about, like the LA landscape, right? It be beef that don't really make sense. In a sense of we're all just trying to get the content. That's all it's on. Because like even if me and you start up bullshit, we have a debate right now that go heated. Once we go backstage, I'm like, hey, bro, hey, you good, bro? Hey, you want to come on my show? to me, I don't really give a fuck. And I'm a real gangster. Like, I'm a nigga that really did time for unalivement. Like, you feel me? Like, so it's like, I understand, but I feel like this world we in, my understanding of it is that we're just we trying to get paid.
So you got the right mindset already. And I'm glad you coming into this game with that mindset, because that's going to take you far. If you have that mindset and you are willing to engage as if you don't understand that, but you do understand it, then
Right.
you're going to go to the top, because that's what this game is about. And it's crazy that you say that. And we're talking about Young and Hefe as well, because when I met Young and Hefe, getting into it with him, you know what I'm saying? That was something I told him behind the scenes. You know, he had already doxed me. He had put my address out and, you know what I mean? All that, but I wasn't tripping because I knew he didn't understand. And that's why we ended up building a relationship after that. You know what I mean? Because it was like, he seen like, damn, I really was trying to get at this nigga. And he took his time to hit me up and explain how podcasting worked. He was so used to handling handling shit the street way, handling stuff you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm gonna get on you. I'm gonna be aggressive. I'm gonna threaten you. I said, yeah. I hit him behind the scenes, DM'd him. He ended up trying to expose the DMs later. And I'm like, yeah, I DM'd you. Yeah, I said these things because it's the truth. And I explained this to him then. I said, because this is about banter, back and forth. You make a video, I make a video. And you try to not cuss too much so you can get the money out of it. You know what I'm saying? So you learn how to articulate yourself. You say certain words. You don't say certain words. You don't put people's address out there because that'll get you a copyright strike or get your page taken. You know what I mean? So that video was about me teaching him, this is how you podcast. You not in the streets no more. If you want to be in the streets, stay in the streets, because you won't bump into a YouTuber like me trying to troll and be podcasting. And
see, look, no, let me frame that. Let me frame that real quick. See, I whatever my standard is of what I whatever I'm willing to do and unwilling to do, I can talk backstage. That's the part that people be missing. Me and you can holler, be like, just like when we talk backstage, hey, we on this, and you like, hey, nigga, whatever we on. You feel me? But let's articulate it such so we can try to monetize it, right?
See, so where I'm gonna tell you right there, with certain creators, you're not gonna be able to do that, and you want to shy away from that. It's a part of the game, play the algorithm. But at the same time, you don't want to be looked at as a person that runs plays, because then your credibility and your authenticity is taken away, right? But if you know how to, what I say that Young and Hefe said to me when I asked him if he was acting weird, he said, acting weird, what you do? Because he know I test the lines, and that means that I'm gonna do content, but we're really not beefing. But I will put out some content on you, and the world don't know that, because they'll look at my shit and be like, "Damn, this nigga going crazy." But he know I'm gonna text his ass and be like, "Hey, let me get 5 minutes. Let me get 5 minutes on the podcast real quick." We talked about SPI. We talked about Spider Joke, whatever. Anyways. I told him the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I got on his ass. I'm posting stuff. I'm talking shit. And then I hit him behind the scenes. Hey, man, let me get an interview. He say, man, you burnt out. LOL, block. Next week, because he was off illegal substances at that time. But when he came down from that high he was on at that current moment in time, he hit me, he unblocked me. And he was just, you know what I mean? It was cool, but see, I understand him too, because it's just like, he just be emotional sometimes. Sometimes he over there going through stuff.
Right.
He be like, you know what I'm saying?
It's like Ray J, though. But it's like Ray J. Ray J's like the ultimate troll. Like certain people like 50 Cent, you don't really got to take him seriously. You can think it's funny and love the content. You got to take his money and his business seriously. But usually on media, if you take it too seriously, he won.
But see, that's why I feel like I ain't trying to pat myself on the back too much, but I feel like I've mastered that, right? A lot of people be wondering how I can go at this person or go at that person, and then they be on my show. And they be like, I thought you was into it with such and such. And I'm like,
give us the master class. No, double back. Look, what we was talking about earlier. Like, when it comes to this content shit, let's talk about that. I love that segue. Let's talk about that for a minute, in the sense of when it comes to monetization, when it comes to wordplay, when it comes to like timestamps. Let's run through that, because you like I would love for the audience to hear what it takes, not just to be monetized, but to keep the monetization to get there.
Okay, so if you want to talk about monetization, man, shout out to We Is Gang, man. WIG TV, We Is Gang TV, man. Another Bay Area native, man. You know what I'm saying? One of the first, YouTubers to embrace me and give me a little game. First thing he told me was, Demon Time, your videos are too short. You got a 5-minute video, you got a 6-minute video. Your videos need to be 8 to 12 minutes. That's the sweet spot. So that was the first piece of game he gave me, man. And I would pass that same game along to anybody that doesn't have that information. And why that information is important is because your ads, that's how you get paid on YouTube. And when they say ads, that means, if you're not paying for premium on YouTube, as you're watching something, a commercial will just pop up. Boop. But when you're under 8 minutes, you only can place one ad. That's one time you get paid on that video. But if you're monetized, and you got to be monetized, you know what I'm saying? You got to have over 1,000 subscribers, over 4,000 applicable watch time hours. Boom. If you do that, if you do a video, if you're monetized and you do a video over 8 minutes, then you can place ads wherever in the video you want. You can place them in the beginning, the middle, the end, put a bunch of them in the beginning, however you want to do it. So that's the reason to do 8 minutes. Right. Honestly, what's important about making content, I would say, is, for one, you got to start with the basics. You got to start with a thumbnail, a title, and a description. You know what I'm saying? You got to master. If y'all really want me to break down some game for y'all, man, you got to master SEO.
Break it down.
Yeah. You said what?
Break it down.
Yeah. No, you got to master SEO, search engine optimization. Y'all go figure that out. Boom. 8 minutes. All right. Thumbnail, title, description. You know what I mean? You got to learn how to make thumbnails. You need to get some apps to really be in this game and be effective. You're going to at least need about 3 or 4 apps. I mean, there's apps that are doing everything now, but to really be effective and do what you really need to do, you need to be having 3 or 4 apps. So you need to be able to make thumbnails. You need to understand how to make a title with good SEO and the description with good SEO. Boom. Then you need to know about how long to make the video. Okay, so boom. When you're making a video, you don't want to have a long intro, because the most important part of a video is the first 30 seconds. I don't know if we was talking about it backstage or on this video, but we was talking about like how long you need to not be cussing, smoking, or doing anything crazy on your video to get pushed in the algorithm. Well, a lot of people, the old information was 2 minutes, but now it's 10 seconds. But you still don't want to play with it. You know what I'm saying? And then the first 30 seconds is the most important, because that's where you get your retention. Like, that's what determines how far they're going to push your video. If people are staying on there past that 30-second mark, they're going to push it further. If people click on your video and then click off, then they're going to say, oh, this is a weak video. They didn't get what they expected from the thumbnail. So you can't clickbait. They feel like if you got a good thumbnail and a bunch of people are clicking on the video but not staying past 30 seconds, they feel like that tells them that your video is clickbait. Right. So the algorithm is a machine. It's not a person. So it can just go off of cues and certain little things that they said in there. Like, if this doesn't do this, then do this. You know what I mean? They have to set those cues for the computer. Boom. So the first 30 seconds, don't do no long ass intros and all of that, dragging it out and boom, boom, boom. And you want to get, you see, I'm almost racing to get to my content. If you see if you can go back and watch my old ones, I had a long intro. Hey, man, it's the kid that did. We back again with some news you can use for the views. I was trying to sauce them up and da-da-da-da. I didn't understand. I didn't know no better. Now that I know better, I come in there and I try to get it done before 15 seconds. If I'm longer than 15 seconds, if it's a good video and I'm really going crazy in the intro, I ain't tripping. But for the most part, I'm trying to get done before 15 seconds and definitely under 30 seconds. You should be into your content before 30 seconds, because if you don't retain people in that 30 seconds, your video is not going to get pushed. So that's the most important part of a video, first 30 seconds. They got what's called a hook. You know what I'm saying? So you got to hook people. Then you got to let people know what they can expect later. You should try to do all that in your intro. So I usually come in, tell people what they're going to expect. There's beef in the YouTube streets. Wack 100 has said that he was in his car and playing with low.
That's what Rec would love that. Anything assassinating him, Rec would be on board with 100%.
Yeah, you see, he was in there playing with it. A man was giving him a hand fellatio.
Hold on.
Man, he was installing the crankshift in the Trans Am.
Yeah.
What about at the club? No, what about at the club the other day? A dude approached him, said some shit. He was all in his face, didn't do nothing. Then when they started holding him back, yeah, like he wanted to fight. That boy is crazy, man.
He's a good actor. That's what it is. You know, he's a good actor. He's a good actress.
Now, let me ask you this, Money, because we all aware with the no jumper situation and the people that either was currently, formerly, or on there now. You know what I'm saying? What is your take with this Jalous Booty situation, man? So for those of y'all that don't know, we have Jalous Booty, formerly of No Jumper, currently in 607 Punks at Wax.
Say real name. Say real name so they know who she is.
You feel me?
G, we talk about Jaleel.
That's all I know her as. That you feel me?
He talking about Jaleel Pino from Sacramento, but from downtown Sacramento. They try to say the Bay, but not the Bay, but Northern California, but act like she from LA, but act like she funking with Stunner Girl. I mean, bro.
Now look, if y'all are not aware, you feel me?
Sacramento next to the hospital and all the bums.
Look. Then they say downtown Sacramento, that's old Sacramento. That's more tourists come through, slide through, see the old school wagon trails.
Yeah, it's very polite.
So if y'all don't know, Jalous Booty is trying to say that Skinny from the 9 took it from her. You feel me? And she didn't give it up willingly, that he took it, things of that nature. But they're saying that she was under illegal substances and other, chemicals, narcotics, and alcohol beverages. You feel me? Allegedly. You feel me? So that they say, but Skinny from the 9 has recently released video of Jalise all in the bed, kissing on him. You feel me? Loving on him, cuddling up with him. You feel me? So is she doing this because she really, got it took from her, or is she just doing this because she wanted some unwanted attention that, really went a little too far? Because you know how it go, bro. You go get what you give. So she was giving out some play. She got some play. Now that the word got out, now all of a sudden she mad about it. Bruh, it sounds like a bunch of hoe tactics to me. Hoe tactics and hoe tendencies. Hey, different horse on different frequencies. You feel me?
So what I would like to say is allegedly, supposedly, in my opinion, what I've heard in these headphones is that she's being passed around like a streetwalker, sir. Are you hearing me? Like, literally, she's being placed into different positions and set up to be taken advantage of, and her little small peanut brain is allowing it to happen. It's happened time and time again. And this is why me and DC Baby Draco got into it, because it was like, bro, I'm trying to tell him when he on the phone with me talking about he love her and all of this stuff. This around the time when they was running this play. And if you guys don't know the backstory, you know what I'm saying? Let me listen to P-Dub, because he let them know about these people. So in case they don't know. So Wack 100 is managing Jalise. So Wack 100, you know how he does. His form of management was to basically put her in a bunch of different quote unquote viral situations where he's smutting her out for a viral moment. And the first one was the play with her and DC Baby Draco, being back together and hugged up and loved up on what was it, Bootleg Kev or whatever. But then they had the Spody face situation, and then she went over there and blew up and everything. So that kind of outshadowed that. But basically, she's been sleeping on, allegedly, supposedly, in my opinion, with a lot of men, all the men. And I told DC Baby Draco, hey, she was just having sexual relations with with Flacco, right? He like, man, how you know? I'm like, bro, I know. She had his luggage at her house. She had to bring it to No Jumper. That means I left my luggage at your house when I was over there knocking your drawers down, and they stink. But What I'm saying was, then it went from DC Baby Draco to Flacco. Then it was like a period of Creep and Josh, a mixture. It was like and that ain't even an Oreo because we got Creep. He's dark. She vanilla. Josh is the vanilla. She's the tan Oreo. So it was like one of those Oreos that got the tan with the cream and the dark side. It was one of those. I don't know what those are called. So what I'm saying is Creep did Josh. I didn't even know. Did you know Josh like women? I didn't know that. Can I say that? Is that against the guideline?
That's within the confines right there.
Okay, so that's acceptable. I didn't know he liked that other gender. So he was mixed in with there was a rumor that he got some fellatio, allegedly, supposedly, in my opinion. Then Creep was allegedly, supposedly, in my opinion, gone ahead and had her laid up at his crib. Boom. Then after they ran that play with Bootleg Kid, boom, they shot out to Vegas. She gets placed again by her management, allegedly, supposedly, in my opinion. Whack 100 placed her from giving her the Creep and Josh. Then he took her from them, and then he went and placed her with 607 on because they know how she get down. So it's like, you know how you got a bop and you know what she does. She's just every time you go around somebody, she's you know what I'm saying? So they're like, yeah, you know, if you bring her to the house and give her a couple of pills and some liquor, allegedly, she's gonna open her. She's gonna allegedly put your penis in her esophagus, but. What I'm saying, so they gave her the 607 unk. He received her, right? He was using her up. He used her up a couple times, allegedly, right? That's what I heard. Then he started getting annoyed by her. He was telling Wack, come get this bitch. She's annoying. She's over here being annoying, tweaking, drinking and stuff, stinking, all kind of shit. Come get this bitch up out of here. So after that happened, she allegedly, supposedly, in my opinion, and what the internet has been saying, because I'll be watching the internet, that's why I get all of this hearsay. But what I'm saying is that allegedly, when she was over there being utilized by 607 Unk, one of his homeboys snatched her, he had her, did it to her, then they went and tried to do a podcast, and 607 Unk was in his feelings, cut off the podcast, said, y'all ain't doing this no more. As a matter of fact, you get up. Then she was fired 2 weeks later. You know what I mean? That's a fact. So after that, she starts hanging out with King Yella and Skinny from the 9. Again, removed by Wack 100, allegedly, supposedly, in my opinion, and then given to King Yella. She keeps getting placed in these situations where they know she's going to allegedly eat some penises. So okay, she's with King Yella. King Yella, they all want to go out. They're saying they're gonna go out. You know, King Yella, he got the lip. You know what I mean? He got the I do drugs lip. He got the I do illegal substance lip. His shit be y'all go watch my King Yella video. No, it isn't there no more right now. Anyways, the point is this: he does illegal substances. She likes to do illegal substances too. They're hanging out. She's allegedly, supposedly, in the internet's opinion, sold to Skinny from the 9 for $1, a honey bun. Cheap, brother. We ain't even earning a lot. That's streetwalker prices. We put you on E14.
Yeah, 100 ain't shit.
We'll put her on E14. So
right, E14. Shout out to International off top.
Yeah, come on, brother. Look, you can't say you from the Bay and then say International because they'll get on my ass. I can't even E14, man. E14, brother. So she was allegedly sold to Skinny from the 9 for $100, a honey bun, and then because she got mad at me that I was putting her business out there, and so the smoke session, he does a live. Him and Big Gucci from the Rolling 40s, 4 Extras Big Homie and Spody Face Big Homie. So they got a podcast together and they was over there, boom. They invite me, but they don't know. They know that I'm cool. At that time, they thinking, Demon Time, no Jalise. Demon Time, no DC Baby Draco. Let's invite him on. Plus, he be turning up, so it's going to get turned up. They don't know that I just told DC Baby Draco that Jalise is really a Tatiana. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't like that. So now we're on there. We're beefing. She doesn't like me. But then after I put that Jalous booty out, and the box stinks because he did tell me he put his pinky in his ear and stuck it in there, and she jumped, and he said it didn't smell. It was it had an unpleasant smell. If you guys don't know,
that nigga did the E40 test. You talking about the old school? Get the earwax and then put it. That's the old school E40 test.
So allegedly she jumped and it was stinking down there when he was down there poking around. You feel what I'm saying? So he said he didn't want it. He didn't take it. That he stuck to the story. I believe him. After I told him that, and then I put that story out there. She didn't like that. Then it started getting spread again. This is another proof that they steal my content and they take it to No Jumper and they put it out there and it gets spread, but I don't get the credit because who was the first one to put out the stinky box video about Jalous booty? Me. I'm the one that told y'all that when me and DC Baby Draco got into it, that he said he didn't smash her, and it wasn't because she was so inebriated and so drunk. He said it was because her box stink, and he did the pinky test, and she jumped. So allegedly, supposedly, in my opinion, is what I heard. But what I'm saying is that so that's she started it. The rumor got out that she was getting passed around. That I put that out with the Jalous booty video too. So she's just like, everybody's knowing I'm a streetwalker and loose Tatiana, and I don't like it anymore. I want to change my image. I'm graduating with a journalist master. I got a master's in journalism, and you guys are gonna respect me. We don't respect that goddamn community college, online, internet, remote degree you got, bitch. Shut up. We don't like you. Go home, Roger. We don't like you. Are you hearing me? I just wanted to let you know that.
Wait a minute. Did you just hit her with the COVID era degree? The COVID era?
Okay. Yeah, what did we call that? The Rutledge Online, the Backdoor Alley, community service, goddamn 13 and a half hour degree.
ICDC with fucking Romeo.
Yeah, we don't respect that. Yeah. But so
we appreciate you cooking on Sunday. Nigga, you was cooking right there. You got collard greens, hog maws, you got the stir-fried saute.
He has more questions, so I'm here for a minute. I got plenty of time. So what I'm saying is that I let everybody know, like, she's really a thought, especially up here in the Bay. They've been telling me. I'm just letting y'all know down here in Southern California that she's a thought. So
she came from the Bay. Hold on. Let's get it clear. She from Sacramento. That's Northern California. We fuck Northern California niggas, but she's from Sacramento. She's not the Bay Area.
They would be upset with me, and I apologize, Bay Area, because I should not put that thoughtness, that thought juice, that slime juice smeared upon the Bay Area. She's from downtown Sacramento. I apologize.
Old Sacramento.
So listen, she didn't like it that it was getting out there that she was a thought. She thought she had got past the little, you know what I mean? They tried to take my page a couple of times. She telling her big homie, wait, can you take Demon Time's page? He keeps smutting me out and putting out these series. And then everybody's repeating his rhetoric. And I don't like it. So, boom. Now everybody knows she's a thought. And that's why she doesn't like it. Now she's trying to sue to, like, make people try to stop calling her a thought, and she got caught on camera, and that's not gonna do well. And basically, like, yeah, it's over for her, in my opinion.
Right now, I mean, look at it this way: every time you look at her, she's around some men. Like, she doesn't move on her own. Like, you can literally tell a female that's being passed around like a blunt. Anybody from the hood can tell, you know what I'm saying? We know the ones that be moving and grooving, doing their own thing. For example, like Tam, you feel me? When Tam was on No Jumper, Tam was holding it down. She stayed true to herself, stayed true to her opinion. She wasn't moving in a thottish type light. She wasn't moving in a promiscuous type of atmosphere or setting or background amongst herself. She kept it all the way cool. You feel me? She presented herself a certain way and kept it like that. She stayed 10 toes down. Every time you see Jalous, bro, man, she drunk, she owns something, she high, she got shit in the corner of her mouth, you feel me? She got white shit on her face. You're like, damn, bro, you got a lot of different. Yeah, you got a lot of different liquefations all across your crevices of your face and stuff. Like, what's all the extraness? You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie to you, Rick. Listen, the way I be looking at it, right? Look, shout out to all the hoes, you know what I'm saying, the prostitutes and the punk bitches of earth, right? I'm just saying, I don't hold them in high esteem. It's a job. Like where I'm from, bro, like pimping and horn is like, if it ain't the best thing going, it's just what's going on, right? Like a chick, like it ain't just passed around, bro. Like if another man said he got $100 for her services, whatever they got going on, negotiated in the back room, whatever kind of management deal they got going on, even if she just a bitch with a whole mentality, that's really just what it go. It's just that she happened to be in front of a microphone. She get media chances. She get media chances, bro. That's it. She just, and then not only that, if you like, quote unquote, exotic, because you ain't just a nigga, right? That shit count. It's supposed to count towards the whole stroll. She ain't nothing but a hoe, bro. She's just a hoe. Look, but I'm gonna tell you something that's more significant to me, just as where I stand on. Shout out to all the rats of the world that get a platform and get passes in this media world. Skinny from the Nine supposed to be on paperwork, ain't he? Ain't this nigga supposed to be on paperwork, right? So we know Jalik on paperwork for sure because she said it out loud. She get niggas case, she get niggas indicted. So really, in my world, this nigga got a camera up, right? Smartest rat nigga out there, like, listen, got a camera up doing a sex tape of the night. Damn, they could have got some revenge porn type shit going on with the camera on, but good for him because she was trying to snipe me.
You know, you bring up a really good point, right? Because like, if they did have sexual relations that night, right? And he got that camera up showing him kissing on her, then you also on purpose or by accident could have recorded this. That's what Diddy went to prison for. We know that. So you can't do that, sir. Y'all need to stop. Look at Jaleese, call me because I'm way smarter than your dumb ass. Do you hear
bitch? Stupid bitch. Right. Yes.
They didn't even have to release it. He recorded you. And they got that snippet.
No, see, true pimping. No, true pimping is what you want. That East 14th pimping is what you want, bitch. You fell in Walmart, we gonna get a lawsuit. Bitch, the trick wasn't a trick, he was a corporate nigga. We gonna embezzle him and scam him. And bitch, a nigga put out a video of you where you said some rape shit, but was he supposed to be recording you? Where's Johnny Cochran when you need him?
Right. See, listen, there's so many questions I have. Okay, so it was Skinny from the Nine. Whose house were they at? But he brought her back to his crib, right? So that was his
that was in his crib.
Yeah, okay.
No, the footage was real, nigga.
Yeah,
the footage was the camera up to the left, and the ceiling seemed like.
See, listen, look at that community service degree you got didn't teach you that they can't record you while you're giving fellatio. So you should, allegedly, supposedly, in my opinion, so you should call me so we can sue the shit out of Skinny for the Nine and get some money. We don't have to be forever. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
You don't have to say that Skinny from the Nine don't work. So you don't get the same real nigga regard. You don't get the same real nigga regard.
Fuck him. Let's double it up, double the fee, because I want 3. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? No, but I really feel like she's just a goofy and going and just, you know what I mean? She felt it keeps happening to her. Not only did Demon Time say it once, Demon Time said it twice. Now y'all just running with this narrative that Demon Time pushed from the beginning. You know,
she's
that
a prostitute, bro. But she's a prostitute. If you're a prostitute, she's not running into situations. She's looking for situations like this. Anybody that when I was a D-boy and I sold from 20 off 100 to when I was selling zips or whatever, I was out there looking for knocks. I'm looking for clients and customers. That's what I'm doing, right? Mm-hmm. No matter what she tried to say on the back end, the play was she didn't know she was being recorded because she's stupid, because everybody's being recorded. The play was, I'm gonna use this wordplay to get you to give me a payout on the back end. She got a pimp.
No, listen. See, what it is that I was just watching Charleston White video, right? And he was talking about how he was rescuing some of these ex-streetwalkers, and basically, what was he calling them? They were trafficking victims. So I feel like she's basically a trafficking because she's unwillingly being pimped on. Allegedly, supposedly, in my opinion. But I don't think she wanted to be there. She's just getting her little brain tricked.
The video don't look like that. The video looked like she was rocking it, like the video.
No, not even like that. No, she's willingly, but she doesn't understand. She doesn't know she's walking
Listen, bro, did you hear her talk about the shootout? No. Did you hear her talk about the shootout with Stunner Girl? She know what she be doing. Did you hear her talking about when she made the whole case? Tell it. Exactly. So I'm saying she know what she doing. My thing is, look, even with that, she was apologizing about the rape shit on video.
The R word.
Oh, sorry about that. What I'm supposed to say?
The R word.
Great. I'm supposed to say great.
I don't even like getting that close. I would just say the R word, but it's up to this
R
y'all.
word.
I'm just a guest here. I'm just trying to help. You know what I'm saying? You'll give you monetization for the future because this is gonna go crazy, brother. You gonna want to keep it up. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I'm with you 100%, bro. Demon Time. Shout out to Demon Time Exotics, man. If you ain't met him, you beat them today, man. If you ain't met him, you met him today.
Make sure y'all go follow the backup channel because the main channel is gonna be down for a little bit. That's the Demon Time Exotics channel. But I still will be going live and going crazy and doing everything y'all see me here doing today on DTE Clips. Make sure y'all go follow me. DTE, like Demon Time Exotics Clips. Let's get it.
Facts. Go over there, go sub up. You feel me? Go sub up, go run up them numbers. No, but like I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. Jaleesa is the prime example of what happens when a female uses the uses the P to get ahead, but you too dumb to get ahead by using it. To be on some real talk. Because I know there's plenty of females in the entertainment industry, music industry, actors, so on and so forth, that are particularly favorable to the eye. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not no hater. I'm not gonna sit here and be like Jaleesa's butt ugly. No, but when you move with whorish ways and tactics, it'll make a dom look like a 3. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that she's a dom because she's far from a dom. She's like a 3.5 pure shake, all sticks and seeds. You feel me? If you hit it, you're not even gonna get hot. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Nonetheless, you feel me? Nonetheless, though, you feel me? When you actually know how to move in the industry and you go use the P to get ahead, you're not throwing the P to any and everybody that's around you. You're only throwing the P to the person who can put you in position. You feel me? That's the only person you're trying to sleep with. She's not sleeping with the co-workers sitting by the microwave heating up hot pockets.
Not when you a hoe. Not when you a hoe, and not only that, I'm gonna tell you something, and it might not sound like the hottest take. She got more emotion than a lot of niggas right now in this media world. So however stupid you think she is, or whatever her hot box is, whatever, that bitch nigga keep her name in his little blog.
Yeah, but sex play motion ain't the same as real motion.
Whack 100 ain't slanging dick. Whack 100, for whatever your opinion is of him, the nigga stay relevant. He's a bitch ass nigga, a rat, whatever you want to call him, whatever you want to do, however you want to make it go. My point is, in the media world, right? Yeah, she could be a slut, a skank, a hoe, whatever, but she popping. So she willing to do whatever she want to do for.
So is that FTD test? That FTD test popping too.
Hold on, that ain't popping. I'm gonna answer Rick first by saying that she's not just choosing random penises. If you think about it, probably outside of, it's probably a lot of plethora of bums she's sleeping with outside of. If you think about it, think about the people she allegedly, supposedly, in my opinion, slept with. We had DC Baby Draco, which was having a little motion at that time with his videos. We got Flacco, which has a little influence, even though I don't like him, and I feel unpleasant eye. You feel what I'm saying? Then we got Josh, which is the co-founder of No Jumper. Yeah. So then we got Creep, which is allegedly supposedly supposed to be a manager of Flacco or whoever, and Whack 100 and all that stuff. So he's another person of influence.
Strategic. Strategic.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Then so you go on a 607 Unk, and then I don't know why she allegedly have us gave the friend fellatio, but then then Skinny from the 9, it's a name. So
Strategic. My thing is, that's what a hoe gonna do. Listen, if a hoe don't know no better, a pimp gonna send her to them. I don't give a fuck. The $100 shit is weird. I don't know what King Yella was on. That's for sure some low budget East 14th shit, like you said, for sure, right? But I'm saying that I'm not gonna belittle myself to get no motion. I'm gonna be who I am to get my motion, right? But if a bitch decides to do what she do to get her emotion, I could judge it. Because I'm a nigga, I could judge it as much as I want. But if her emotion is greater than mine, and she going, hey, nigga, you don't even know what you're talking about. This is what I meant to do.
So, and you know what? You've been talking right into my points all night, and I love it. Because what I was gonna say was, it looks like she's destroying her career. She's going down. Everything's going all bad. But I want to tell y'all to play, right? Because I have a way of seeing what's going on and having foresight and plus I know the characters, I know the players, so I can see them. I can see the play being ran. So why I say that she's not trashing her career and it's all bad for her, because this plays right into the another play that they're trying to put in motion, which is reality TV. You hear what I'm saying? The Dosh Network stuff, the fighting stuff, the crazy viral persons. If you think about it, who are going crazy? Who are the people that are going viral right now? The people that are going wild, that are just outlandish, always have viral moments like
all them Zeus people.
Exactly, right. Or a finesse 2 times or whatever. Right. So if you establish this person as a crazy, outlandish, wilding out person, and then give them a couple of viral moments, you can leverage that in a reality show deal.
A contract.
Exactly.
To a real contract.
I don't know if Whack 100's minute brain is that advanced.
We do know. No, DT. No, we do know that whatever you feel about him personally, from whatever you got, we do know that he know how to work.
Yeah,
that's what
we'll give him that. I won't on him that much. But
work. You might not be willing to do the work. Rhett might not be willing, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, because to each his own. Fuck the internet. But I'm saying that for the people that feel like whatever I have to embrace, whether it's a cock, right, or a microphone, to get to where I'm trying to go, and they willing to do that, I could judge it, but they working. Same thing with niggas on the streets that's ratting, informants, motherfuckers that's walking around amongst the thugs to get a case or a story. I ain't willing to do that. But it's people on the streets that's willing to do that to stay free and get their money. That's people willing to do that.
So, one of the first people that I met over there in that group that gave me that understanding, and honestly, I guess I ain't built that way. You know what I mean? Because I still don't get it. And I'm not a conformer, as y'all can see, because I had plenty of times to go try to get cool and be cool with all these guys. So the person that explained this to me and helped me understand his mindset at least was 600. Now 600, I had put out some content where Loose Cannon and Whack 100 was talking about how they was gonna basically put this content out, but do it through 600. And they were going to do it through 600 because it was going to be kind of like crazy, but they was just going to send it to him and let him take the blunt end of it. Then it was another time where they was talking about how he never been to prison and he really not like that. And why is he acting tough and wooty woo. So, later on when I put that content out, I'm like, bro, I know you just seen my video. I know you seen it because I sent you the link and you read it. That's just for one, and it's about you, so you would want to know what I was said. But the fact that you're still over there kicking with them, that's crazy. Like, why are you still kicking it with these niggas? He was like, bruh, you seeing this from the outside. We get offline and we go eat a steak. We go do, and I said, but they said this, they said that. Like, you allow yourself to be handled like that to be cool or to get a bag?
Right.
And he said, man, I ain't worried about none of that. It's all content. So I personally am not willing to,
Sacrifice yourself.
sacrifice my morals, my values, my character, and all of that. Because, like I said, he's called many a times. It's been many times. Hey, what can I get down? Like, let me be cool. Loose cannon, let me be cool. He was calling me every day before he went to prison. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm cool. If y'all can't respect me as a man, if y'all gonna try to make me content, you know what I'm saying? If you feel like you can handle me however, and handle me like certain individuals, shout out to Big Chuck, but handle me like Big Chuck and I'm still gonna come around.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
And he get marked a lot. Look, and I ain't gonna, but it was because of the first mark out. The first mark out be a prelude. And one thing I know about my brethren in Los Angeles County, a mark out follows you your whole career. It could have been a juvenile hall. You could get your ass whooped, but a mark out, when you get marked out, when you labeled a buster, right? For something that everybody could, it don't matter what you do after that lightweight, because that's always gonna be brought up. But my thing be like, in this internet world, we just spoke on it. None of this shit is real,
Exactly.
right? None of this shit is real. Now, that don't mean that me and you can't huddle up behind the scenes like, bro, we gonna be on this and that. Let's play it out. But at the same time, when we finish, we're gonna go, hey, nigga, or, bro, we could have did better.
But see, the thing is, see, Wack wants to do that, but he always wants to be the victor. He always wants you to be the ass of the joke.
Right.
We be the ass of the joke. And that relationship, he is never, you're always the ass if I choose you to be the ass. You hear what I'm saying?
WWE, like WWE, the real superstars can never lose.
Exactly. You hear what I'm saying? But you know, but I can bring you up a couple times. I can raise you up. I can put you in position a couple of times. But if at any time things get slow around here and I want to put you in the frying pan, you need to be willing to goddamn jump your ass in there and say it feels good in here. I like how this grease is popping. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not willing to do that.
So you got to be a bitch ass nigga.
Exactly.
You got to be a bitch ass nigga.
And we're not. And shout out to I at the pavement, man, Big Chuck, man. You know I rock with you, but you know what I'm trying to articulate by saying what I'm saying. But you know what I'm saying?
No, but I think that's a good no, seriously, bro. Because I feel like when it comes to me and Rec navigate our terrain and try to just be more so like neutral in the landscape. Because you have really like travailed the rough terrain.
Yeah.
Right. In order to still keep self. And I could talk to somebody that don't fuck with you right now, and they can have a whole nother evaluation of you, and it can make me go, But understanding, and I would love for you to speak on it like bluntly, understanding how fake this world is. The money is real, right? You can make some real money at it. But understanding how fake the world is when if you got kids, a wife, a girl, whatever is going on in your life, and having to step back from that when you cut this shit off, and having to explain to people that, bro, whatever you think I'm doing in this realm versus what I'm a whole nother guy with my kids and my mama and you feel me? Yeah. Can we speak on that for a minute and have an understanding of that?
So as far as like, I want to speak to it from this point of view, right? For the guys that are allowing themselves to take whatever criticism and treatment and disrespect or whatever, but they are getting the bag. And that's one thing that they try to do. They try to wave it in your face that, hey man, I'm getting a lot of money over here. And I'm not gonna lie, these guys are getting a lot of money. And sometimes it's like, you said he getting how much a month? I might be able to be a couple bitch ass niggas today. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, you know, when you got to go home and like speaking to me, right, and directly, when I went home to Minneapolis, because I'm originally from Minneapolis, Minnesota, the north side, the highs. When I went back to the north side and I was into a Wack, and they was like, you know, man, Wack talking about you can't come back to Minneapolis, man. Let him know, da. He's saying this, he's saying that, man. You got people that'll ride for you here, like let them know. And I had to let them know, man, this is content. They don't care. Now, I'm here right now talking to you, right? You know I can come home. I know I can come home, but this is content. Do not take I had people literally talking about, bro, I'm finna take a bus all the way to here, then take a bus there, then we're gonna drive from there just so they don't see us traveling. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, so
don't do that. Right, don't do that.
to speak directly to it, man, you know, I can't personally, you know, bend over and come home and explain. Like I gotta be treated with respect to, you know, get the bag. But it is people that are going, you know, play that game. And honestly, you know, I know, you know, Reckless. I know you don't like Whack, and I don't like Whack either. You know what I'm saying? But what I can say is either he's just a really good chameleon like Loose Cannon, which I could highly doubt that. 99%, that's probably true. But at the same time, I also see how Whack is able to turn it on and turn it off. If y'all notice, and that's the fake of snake and the woo woo, but at the same time, that's also him being a human and a real person, because when he goes in those certain rooms, he can turn it on. Anybody that's ever met Wack in person, they always say he's a nice guy. You know what I mean? He's not this person you meet online. You know what I'm saying?
Actor. He's just an actor.
He's a chameleon and a snake. But at the same time, I'm speaking to your point of like, you know, motherfuckers play this online, but you know, outside of here, they're just, you know, normal people. But it really comes down to the characters and what your morals and what you're willing to do and how far you're willing to go and how far you're willing to play this game. Are you willing to smut out our loved ones and shit on, like, you know, one thing that I really didn't care for with Wack was the Nipsey Hussle stuff. Like, you know, I never
that shit was,
you
bro,
know, and
yeah,
in real life,
I ain't gonna lie.
I felt like
that was unforgivable.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I felt like his music just connected with me so much. I felt strongly about him, and it's just certain
money. No, let me tell you something. No, real quick. Sorry about that, bro. Bro, listen. You know where I'm from. Do you know the internet? The way the internet clouded over, and it was all nip. I don't know if anybody was on Instagram. The whole Instagram it became all nip. Like I never even met him, but I'm telling you, it affected me and my people to where we was really choking up and like on some thug G tears about it for a man you ain't never met. That's an influence that you can't even deny.
Yeah.
Where somebody resonates with you so much that you feel like he was your homie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right?
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. And that's how I felt about Nip. So it's like, you know, like to come back to it, it's certain individuals that are willing to go to certain levels and you know, and lengths to be viral, make the money, make those checks, stay in the, you know, the spotlight and stay popping, I guess. You know,
who's the real nigga? Is the real nigga that's saying he won't feed his family to do anything? Or is the real nigga that's saying, look, fuck what y'all on, this shit fake, I'm gonna get my money, feed my family? Who's the real nigga? Look, I'm telling you, the internet is the streets. Who's the real nigga now?
But see, when you look at it like that, of course, the real nigga is the one that don't care about nothing. He gonna feed his family. But then that's why I bring up the incident of the Nipsey Hussle situation, because it's like, are you willing to go that disgusting?
So far, right?
Like I can go work a job. I got hustle. I can go get it out of bitch. I can go get it off the block. I can go whatever. I cut hair. You know, it's plenty of ways. So to say that I gotta stoop to, you know, slimy behavior to get my dollars. No, that makes me a slimy person if that's the first thing you're jumping to. And I ain't gonna sit here and cap y'all down because I like to live in my truth. You know, it is, in my experience, let me speak to self. In my experience, it is a tough thing to continue to turn down cash or to turn down a video that you know you could have went viral off and got this, you know, like Reckless right now. If you had to throw your homeboy under the bus to monetize your channel, it is a crazy thing.
And that's real. But even the shit with Bobby Yeye, like it's some opportunities. It is some opportunities, and then you do gotta. That's it. Like, if I ain't gonna lie to you, bro, that is a tough dilemma to be in when you got kids and a family, and especially if you got somebody on you that's like, damn, bro, I see you doing this shit every day, and a nigga just waiting on the bag. It could be a woman, and you kind of want to prove that point, but your integrity is so like, do you sacrifice your integrity for it? Because as a man, too, your integrity is like, I want to take care of my family.
Exactly.
I mean, I feel like this when it comes to YouTube, just in general. I feel like your content is your moral compass, meaning you only go do or put up certain shit that's go sit right with your moral compass. You feel me? Because there's certain things I could have put up on YouTube, certain videos about certain members that not in the streets no more, but still attached to the streets, man, there's all kind of crazy content I could have put up about people putting them in a bad light. But I'm like, bro, how am I gonna put them in a bad light? And I'm on YouTube all day. All love is always. Bro, it ain't looking like you showing brothers no love if all you putting up is brothers in a bad light, you know what I'm saying, being disrespected or being shit on. So just with my moral compass, it's like, bro, I'm not gonna put nothing up on YouTube that I wouldn't say to your face. So if I put up a video of you on YouTube that's talking about you in an undesirable manner and talk about how much of a fuck nigga you is and all of this, I would tell you that to your face. Hey, you a fuck nigga. You feel me?
Right.
But if I got respect and I got a rapport with you and I rock with you, I'm not even gonna go to YouTube with it. I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit your line. Hey,
Rick,
bro, what's going on with this, man? I heard this and that. Oh man, that's the story on that. All right, cool. I don't even want the story for the content. I just want to make sure my bro cool. Fuck the content, because the content go content regardless. I could get on air tomorrow and do a whole video. Hey man, Money got 23 females, nigga, in the basement, bro, just tied up like R. Kelly. Nigga, the whole video could be clickbait, no out. You feel me? Only person that's gonna know it's the truth is two people. Me knowing it's a lie and Money knowing what's the truth. You feel me? You can say anything on the internet.
That your family too. Well, everything you saying resonate with me. I believe I rock with your movement. But the other part is your family watching you every day do this shit, but you ain't bringing home no bread.
Right.
Like, you feel me? Like so at some point, if your family say to you, hey, and shout out to SPJ.18. I don't know who people is, but she been going crazy in the motherfucking comments. Salute to you. You know what I'm saying? We see you up there going crazy. You feel me? You got,
oh yeah, that's the homie. SPJ, that's the homie.
SPJ.18, man, you going crazy. But the thing, Brett, and I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that on some man shit, your wife, your girl, your spouse, your kids looking at you too. If you doing something every day, they expect a return on it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
But and I feel that and see, it's almost like we got both of the mindsets, and that's the struggle. And this is what I want to say before I forget it, before I get into what you're saying. Basically, it's like, it's like, what are you going to do? Are you going to choose the money, or are you going to choose the integrity or the morals, right? And yeah, you got a family, but at what lengths are you willing to go to make money, right? And so, Reckless, I respect that you saying, like, right now, you like, man, I ain't doing none of that. I could have did this, but I'm not going to do that. And what I say to that is I commend you. You know what I mean? Salute to you for that. And I mean that. But I want to, how long you been podcasting?
Man, I only started really tapping with my channel recently with like the last year and a half for real, because I always had it, but I had a first channel that was monetized before it actually got clapped. You feel me? Okay. So before my first one got clapped, I had this one since like 2019, but never touched it though. Never even put a video on it. So after my first one got clapped, I was like, well, hell with it. We just start running it up on the second one. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like the situation of what you're going through now.
Exactly. But I say that to say, like, I want to see you after 5 years of grinding. I only been doing it for 3, right? But I want to see you after 5 years of grinding, and to speak to what P-Dub's saying, and I'm not wishing this upon you. I hope that tomorrow you go crazy and you monetize and you never look back. But if in 5 years you're looking and you like, yeah, I'm doing good, I got a decent amount of numbers, I make a little money, but I ain't where I really want to be, I want you to continue to stand on that, because that's where the character and the moral comes through. Because it's hard, honestly, from even myself to sit here and know, like, man, that nigga Flacco getting 75, Country Rick Rock, he getting at least a good 10, Young and Hefe, he getting a good 10, Munchie B probably getting a good 10, 15. You feel what I'm saying? So when you've been grinding for 5 years and you've been coming home like P-Dub saying, telling you, I only got this, I only got this 300 this month. I only got this 500, but I'm grinding. I'm going through this right now. I work a job and I do the second job, but it's like I could be doing something else with this second job time that
Right.
could really bring me in a steady income and could be feeding my family and putting them in a better position right now. But I want to do this. This is what I want to do. But she looking like, dang, you've been doing this 3.5 years. You still only getting goddamn $300 to $500 a month. That's not enough. I want, you know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
But remember, once upon a time, you had $0.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's what I'm saying. But if you get to 5 years and you're still at the 3 to 5, then it's a harder decision to say, I'm not gonna put this video out. I'm not gonna do this. When you've been grinding every day, every Sunday, you've been preparing, making sure you
and you struggling. And you really struggling. Right.
You setting it up, you making sure you got your fit and everything. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you. I see you, know what I'm saying? You got that purple on. You know what I'm saying?
You already know. You already know.
But it's like, after you've been doing this 5 years preparing and doing all this and all that, and you still can't break through, and people hating on you, to stealing your content, it's a different thing to then not do it. So,
Right.
Or you switch hats. You might be a better shot at being a producer of the content. See, somebody like you might, if they stealing your content, maybe you create that content for somebody else on a bigger stage, and you get the producer money.
See, I mean that is a good idea. That is a plausible and feasible, reasonable idea. But at the same time, I feel like that comes with submission. And I've never been good with that, especially not with a man. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, for me, I feel confident enough in myself. I feel confident enough in my talent and knowing that one day, I'm going to tell y'all something, right? And I'm going to be real honest, man. I'm going to be direct with y'all. And they can take it how they want. I love living in my truth. I was watching the Kevin Hart stuff on Netflix, the Funny AF.
I was going to ask you that.
And y'all both seen it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was watching that story, and the thing that stuck out to me was a lot of those comedians had been doing it 14 years, 15 years, 16 years. Right. You hear me, Rick? You've been doing it how long?
Right.
Year and a half.
14 years.
Right.
If you read Kevin Hart book, Kevin Hart was grinding in the chitlin circuit, basically, and they didn't even think he was funny. And he kept going.
Yeah. So I took that and I said, you know what? It took these guys 14 years, and some of them didn't even make it. Right. They just got the opportunity to make it. So I say all that to say, I watched that thing and I cried, not because, it wasn't emotional. Y'all seen it. It wasn't an emotional video or movie or whatever you want to call a series.
But it resonated. It resonated
because I resonated with the grind of a comedian, the ups and the downs, the pressures, what comes along with it, the wins and the losses, and to hear that some of these people have been doing this for 14 years, and I'm over here stressing out, not going on live. You in the group, Rec. When I be stressing, I don't even want to do this no more. And I was sitting there saying, you over here down, crying and woo-woo. And this nigga been grinding 14, 16 years. Right. Put your chin up. Stick your chest out. It's time to go grind again.
No, hey, Money, not to cut you off, Money, but exactly what you said, bro, is the reason why I be feeling like the way I do towards my bros in my circle. You feel me? Like, for example, when you having a bad day as far as a content creator day, bro, you ain't even got to say nothing. I know you so well. I just know your energy. So when Money's energy off, man, hey, Reckless go jump in the DM. Hey, Money, bro. Hey, I could tell something wrong. You ain't even got to tell me what it is. I don't even care. I just hit you up to let you know, hey, keep it going, bro. Hey, I'm looking at you. Hey, y'all my motivation. You viral. You know what I'm saying? Like all of my circle that's doing it better than me, y'all are my motivation. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, hey, y'all can't stop, because me watching y'all stop gonna make me want to give up. Y'all got to keep it going for me. And if y'all don't want to keep it going for you, and that's what, I'll tell Money, like, hey, keep it going for the subs, bro. The subs still tapped into the channel. They don't know you on a personal level like I do. Hey, you got to keep it going for them. You got to keep it going, because all this work you done already put in, all these videos you already put up, all these watch hours you had already kicked in. Like, bro, you got to keep it going for me. You know what I'm saying? So that make me feel good when I got a circle of successful brothers doing it better than me. You feel me? I don't want a circle of subservient, you know what I'm saying, yes niggas that's low scale, low mental, low vibes, low frequency. No, bro. I want brothers that got that energy, got that platform, got them numbers that's doing it big. So that way, hey, let me take a little bit from this recipe. Let me take a little bit from this recipe. And they don't mind because they know I'm using it out of love because they want them to see me at the same plateau that they at. And that's the way your circle is supposed to be. Your circle is supposed to want to see you win, just like you want to see your circle win. Even when you the sticky shit at the bottom of the barrel, nigga, I'm still clapping it up and cheerleading for my circle. Hey, do it big. Hey, Viral Way, y'all got that interview with Snoop? Hey, nigga, run it up. Oh, damn. Hey, Demon Time Exotics, you on there with AK-47 last night? Bruh, turn it up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you had Deuce Sims on there after that? Hey, turn it up. You know what I'm saying? I congratulate all my bros because y'all success is my success. That's the way I look at y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all my motivation. That's why I love y'all so much.
But what I want to say to that is like, when you reach out like that, I want you to know how important it is to me, right? Because not only is it, it's good to have, support and somebody that's going, rock with you and that's going to pop in every live. It don't matter if I'm talking about chickens dookie on the curb, Reckless in there, salute, hit that like button, woo woo. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, what motivates me even more than the support and the love that you always show consistently every time is that I'm looking at you grinding. You might have less views or less subs or whatever else and haven't even achieved the heights that I may have achieved, and you still going. And I look at you and I say, you call yourself being down, you got 17,000 subs, bruh. You call yourself being down, you just did 5K with strikes on your channel, just getting it back. How can you be down? This dude grinding right here, and they might not have achieved these certain levels yet because y'all on your way. You know what I'm saying? But they're grinding still. So I look at that and I say, man, if he can stay positive and he can stay motivated to keep going, you got to. Because I always look at everything like a fight. Like, he ain't no stronger, no smarter, no faster than you. So you need to figure out how he's able to keep going and pick yourself up and keep moving. P-Dub, I see you want to say something. What's up?
No. I was saying that, like, I feel like you speaking on, like, you can't forget the grind.
Exactly.
Like, so, like even when we look at rappers and, certain people, like, even like in NBA and shit like that, some people that kind of forgot the playground, they forgot how they got on. They don't be as dope. You feel me? Like, and so if you've been a lifelong fan of whatever rapper that you love, when he first, like, even somebody like Lil Wayne, when he was 16, wasn't cussing. We know that what made him the lyricist, that he wasn't cussing until he turned 18 because he was respecting his grandma or his mom or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, when you're speaking on that, look, this morning, it was my Be Success, Brandon. Shout out to Brandon, right? He posted some prison stuff. It was like the cage that we go in the shoe program in, and and he posted. And when I seen it, I literally sat back. I was on my phone, and I had a visceral response to it, like, oh, the cage. Oh, but mind you, when I seen it, I was stressing. I was stressing off money and this, and that. And I'm like, and I seen it, I was like, oh, I don't want to be back up in there again. Mando yard, Mando workout, getting the jumpsuit taken off the rapper. Like, if you ever been in the shoe program, CDCR, and them cages, bro, the cages is like, that's real slavery. When you come out to that, because you're going to come outside because you in the shoe. You get that 1 hour outside, let me go get my 1 hour rest. It might be raining, it might be hot, whatever. And when I'm listening to you talk, I'm like, when you remember stuff like that, it make you sit back and go like, let me enjoy my $300 on this shit that I'm getting right now, because my integrity not letting me get the $5,000. But I'm enjoying this $300. I'm enjoying this $300. That's what free but not free. My whole nonprofit is free but not free. With your mind, you free, but you really you freed from that shit, but you really ain't all the way free because you could double back on it. And it's like, what I hear you saying is that the appreciation that, you know what, if I look back at Rec and Rec constantly doing this, I could ride on Rec off camera, but the business, this, and he gonna be like, bro, Dub, I hear you, but I don't give a fuck, right? And I gotta sit back and go like, man, let me just rock with Rec on how he on with it, because that's my nigga, I fuck with him, right? He's saying on some business shit, that ain't what I'm gonna be on. But because I'm constantly thinking about it as a manager, an A&R, I'm looking at a producer. I'm more like, look, bro, we gotta monetize this because it ain't just you and your family. I'm doing this shit with you too. So I gotta feed my family. So it's a fine line. Nobody's wrong though.
Yeah. It's really about, man, especially when you got a team thing going, it's really about, man, just a mesh of the minds, man, a mesh of the, a meeting of the minds, man. You know what I'm saying? And finding y'all formula and you know what I'm saying? And being open and willing to listen and learn. You know what I'm saying? One thing, Compton Rick Rock and I talk about all the time was that we had a show with me, him, and Benji, and we did like 3 shows, and we had like 1,400 people in there on the second or third live. And I said, now Compton Rick Rock, he been doing content for a long time. I think he said like 15 years or something. But I had been doing lives. So, I said, Compton Rick Rock, I don't know if you know, but 1,400 live viewers is different. That's almost like you're getting into a slow no jumper day. You hear what I'm saying?
1,400 live viewers.
Live viewers in our chat.
That's the dream.
I said, we got something so unique. I said, the stars have aligned for us right now. You feel what I'm saying? And if you mess this up right now, I don't think we're ever going to be able to get it back. We're not going to be able to recreate this feeling, this energy, this vibe. You feel what I'm saying? Rick, I don't know if you was watching around that time, if you know what I'm saying, if you could recall that, but I just remember knowing and saying to Benji and Compton Rick Rock, it was all the pieces. It wasn't just me. It wasn't just Compton Rick Rock. It wasn't just Benji. It was all the pieces and the stars aligned. And I'm telling y'all this story to say that sometimes, you know what I mean? You got to be willing to adjust and listen, and everybody got to be willing to understand and see the vision. And I'm going to tell a little story right after this, but I'm going to make it real quick. So we come to Rick Rock, boom. He didn't see it. He didn't understand it. He allowed WAC 100 to pull him away from us and break that little shit up. And then all they did was recreate it with Loose Cannon and 600 and started doing what we were doing. You feel what I'm saying? Again, this is another example of how they steal my content. And then
you gotta come together with a nigga and form an LLC or escort so we can make our shit, our content. Come on, man. I'm the guy. Go ahead.
So that to say, y'all gotta be willing to work together, but at the same time, damn, there was a second thing that I was just gonna tell y'all too.
You was talking about WAC, and then you was talking about
it was a whole different story I was gonna tell y'all too, but shit, I can't even remember, man. But basically, man, you gotta be willing to learn, listen, learn, and adjust, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna
real quick, Damon John. Real quick. My nigga Mees in the comments complimenting Rec weak ass LA Laker purple fit. You feel me? Listen.
No, man, that's what.
I did that for Demon Time, bro. What you talking about? The purple was for the bro. The purple broke out for the bro.
I know it's for Demon Time.
You feel me?
I gotta hate on Rec. Because that's what we do. Shout out to my nigga Mees, nigga. Global Mafia Entertainment, Double Rock, San Francisco. Looking at me, shit like the purple accentuates the man. You feel me? I'm saying? Go ahead, though. My bad. I had to get off script in a minute.
But another thing that I wanted to tell y'all, because I know that, we talked about some things behind the stage, and then, this was brought up here. So I just want to share my experiences with y'all and not direct it towards anything. Y'all can just take the game and run with it, right? So, boom. I had a podcast group. You know about the podcast group, Reckless. Boom. I had a podcast group before that podcast group. I didn't have one, but I was in one. And how I got into podcast, and make it real quick. I got the weed brand, you know what I'm saying? I got the strand and all that, got the merch and everything. I was going to different clubs in the Bay. I wanted to ingrain myself in the Bay. I wanted my, brand and everything to be from the Bay. So yeah, shout out to Demon Time Exotics. Y'all go shop demontimeexotics.com, order y'all a hoodie or shirt or something, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, boom. I met a security guard, was, promoting my stuff. He said he gonna wear it. I brought it back the next day. He told me he had a podcast. Podcast was the boxing section. Then he had a homeboy that had a podcast that was called The Podcast About Nothing. After we would leave the boxing section, because we didn't want to talk about boxing, we would go to the podcast about nothing, and we would get it cracking late night with the females, and everybody liked the show. We called it the Messy Show. Boom. As I started to find my groove and become a real podcast, I don't want to say a real podcaster like they're not, but I know y'all know what I'm trying to say. As I started to, find myself as a podcaster and get more serious with it, I would tell them like, hey, y'all can't be on the stage eating bacon. And I'll be cooking bacon and mute your, if you got your kids, mute your mic. And if you're on the stage, have your camera on.
Right, you're just trying to get them to clean up their podcast and etiquette.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, long story long, boom. I'm telling them like, y'all got to do these things, and they didn't listen. And then they said I was being, too much. And then they basically started acting weird with me, and I started to feel the energy, and I left the group. That's when I started the group that you're in now, Reckless, the Watch Me Stand on Business podcast. I don't have no podcast called Watch Me Stand on Business, but that podcast group is because I was, again, confident in myself. And I even though the whole group was over there, and at that time, the podcast about nothing had more views than I had on my channel, I was willing to go podcast by myself and talk to myself. And that's how I learned how to podcast, because I didn't have nobody to talk to. So I learned how to podcast and react to content. And I'm telling y'all this to say, y'all have to be willing to listen and learn and adjust, because sometimes the person that's trying to tell you something may have some game, and just because you don't see the vision now doesn't mean that you will not be able to understand it later. So now, say 6 months from when I left the group, and I'm starting to do stuff with Loose Cannon and Whack 100, and they're like, dang, how did you meet Whack 100 and Loose Cannon? And your chat is popping. We couldn't get more than 20, 30 people in the live when I was podcasting with them. That would be on a good day. We'd have 50 people there, be like, man, we was popping today. Now they're seeing me with hundreds of people and whoop and all of that. So they're looking like, dang, Money really figured it out. We should have listened to him. Now he doesn't want to mess with us no more, because it was like we tried to smut him out and we kind of exiled him from the group. I'm telling y'all this long-ass elongated story to tell y'all, like, so y'all can see. Sometimes y'all can see it in others, what we can't see in ourselves. And I say that to all the time, because I can see my nigga and his girl about to break up because they're getting into it, but he can't see it from the inside. He just think he just standing on business with his girl. I'm like, no, that bitch about to leave.
No, but it's like chess. When you're watching the chess game from outside, you can see all the moves. Right?
Exactly.
When you're playing it, you can't see the same shit.
You can't see it.
You might see the
your strategy, your next move.
Exactly, because you ain't got a lot of times it's because you ain't got nothing to lose either. That's why you see it different. But I'm telling you that somebody like you, either if you don't want to be a producer, you need a producer.
Oh yeah, and I'm glad that you brought me back to the goddamn point. Good job. This guy's good, isn't he?
Exactly.
That's my name.
This is what I do.
Shit, man.
This is my job. This is what I do.
Say it one more time. The point again. My bad. My brain.
I'm saying that in this case, right, you might not be able to be the producer, right? But you might need a producer. Yeah. I'm here for you. Go ahead. Yeah, so as far as the producer or not producing, I would like to, but I'm not gonna submit. And somebody said you submit to a man right now. I don't know how, but that was why I was talking about fighting and being willing to stand on it and all this stuff. I just believe in myself, and I did it once with the podcast about nothing, and then starting my next podcast, and then starting the Messy Show, and then going with Loose Cannon, and then going up and going up and going up. So it's like, yeah, I could produce, and I definitely have thought about that, and I'm gonna be doing that in a form of that, because I'm gonna be becoming a kick clipper. You know what I'm saying? I seen you in there today, Reckless. I appreciate you. It was only 2 people in that goddamn live, but I ran it with 2 people, and that's the mentality you gotta have. But I'm gonna be, clipping for other streamers, other people's brands to grow. Which what I would love to tell you, bro, is this. Anything you like, I'm looking you in your eye. I put the glasses up, right? Anything you need from me and from the production, now put your shit back up. Like, anything you need, put your shit back up. You got demon time. Exotics. You ain't on your spotter load shit. You ain't on your spotter load. You ain't on your.
He popped from up under there looking like illegal substances. Look it, we know what you do at home. We know what you do, sir. No,
But
but you said if we ever need you.
listen, from a production standpoint, right? Come tap in with me on the back end. Anything a motherfucker trying to do, whatever motherfucker do to invest in each other, that's really what I'm about, right? You know what I'm saying? I got a whole other little shit going on in the background. I just know that for sure it do take some time, and it kind of does take like when niggas used to release music back in the days, they weren't able to choose their single, major labels.
Mm-hmm.
Like I might have wanted this because I'm on my whatever my niggas is on. This the homies, just the crew love. This the one that we all love. But the label like, yeah, bro, I hear you. Fuck all that. That's gonna be the second single. This gonna be the first single. And you feel like that's the shit that don't really truly represent me. But the label knew better.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I would love to get into a sphere where it's like, I hear what you want. That's dope. I understand it, but we gonna do this part so we can get us the bag and fuck yo. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that other part about you because we gonna get this part. When you go home, just be about that part.
So, and that's kind of I feel like I'm having to adjust. Like like I've been expressing y'all the whole time. Like I feel like I'm a fighter. Like I don't like to give up. I ain't trying to let nobody win, but at the same time, surrender is not defeat. You know what I'm saying? Me deactivating my page today, you know what I'm saying, I felt like was a little bit of a defeat, but I was just like, talking to myself, being motivated by Reckless. I was just like, man, surrender is not defeat. You just prolonging yourself for another day. So in going into back to what you were saying, the producing, I feel like I am going to be producing because I'm going to be clipping for clippers, and that's going to build their brand up and push them up higher. Right. And I'm going to make money, and I won't necessarily be in the forefront of the content or the,
You're just backstage making the moves instead on the front line.
No, but DT, listen, I'm telling you something, bro. Listen to what I'm saying to you. This is what I mean. I'm being a producer. If we clipped every part of you giving some game on what to do with the content and YouTube and all that, that's you.
Yeah.
You can just make money on that. This is what you do. This what you don't do. If you end up making friends, they might end up enemies. If nigga, when you fuck with somebody, and then you could go, not only that, I speak from experience. The bitch who pussy stank, I didn't smell it myself, but I was around her. Like, you know what I'm saying, right? Like, I'm saying that you could still be yourself, but you could produce the clips that's going, if you trying to get your shit monetized, don't do this, don't do that. If you don't know what to do, even though I give you this game, tap in. I'm charging this much an hour to give you that.
Yeah, no, that's definitely, an option. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I feel like at this point, I see the vision. They say anything in life, to achieve it, you got to be able to see it. It got to be so real to you that you can already taste it. You know what I'm saying? Like you was talking about the visceral feeling you had about the prison, how you could just almost imagine yourself being back there. I remember it's certain smells that I smelled. I'm like, oh, they just, I remember the smell of jail.
Yeah.
That smell. Oh, that may break. I don't want to go back to jail.
Or seeing certain foods, top ramens and honey buns and certain shit, nigga, zingers and certain shit make you look back like, damn, I was just there. You feel me?
Yes.
But I'm saying for sure, just understand our partner is different from, and mind you, that comment said working like answer to another man was no, N-A-W, not you're not listening to another man now. It was not like ain't nobody trying to listen to no other man, because we all none of us really want to be slaves. But the first step to understanding slavery is that knowing that you're a slave. When you don't know you're a slave, you just on a plantation. The master seem like he cool to you.
Hey, Dub, hold on. I gotta ask him this. Now that was a good segue. Gotta ask him this. With the decline of No Jumper going on the way it is, do you feel like the employees at No Jumper are there because they're getting a check? Do you feel like they are slaves to the system right now, being No Jumper, being on crutches? You feel me? Or are they there, you know what I'm saying, to try to catch whatever little bit of fame and light that they can get off the No Jumper platform and brand? What you think, Money?
Man, right now I feel like, no shade, no shout out to, no shout to them. I ain't got no, personal issues with them or, the other guy over there, Josh. But yeah, it does seem like they personally are on a decline as far as the content, the direction, the cast members. A lot of those guys are just look like this place fillers, seat fillers. You know what I mean? They're just temporary fly by night characters, that don't really have any anything that's gonna stick, you know, and be memorable. There's a couple of standouts. Doughboy for the wrong reasons. You know, of course, we got the main people, the young FAs, the Munchie B's or whatever. I feel like Munchie B is kind of, you know, shout out to Snoopy Badass. I always shout out Snoopy Badass when I give Munchie B any type of love. Just let him know, yeah, I'm over here showing him love, but it's still shout out to you. You know what I mean? Because I rock with Snoopy, so shout out to you. But you know, Munchie B is starting to find himself. In certain instances, I feel like he's almost one of the ones that's pushing it forward. But a lot of those guys, even Young and Heavy, would tell me all the time, man, I don't care about this shit. He'd tell me all the time. I would call his phone and be like, hey, man, you need to do this. Hey, man, you need to do that, man. Why you ain't doing this? He'd be like, man, I don't care about this. I care about my rapping. His main shit was his rap. He ain't really, he said, all of this comes secondary to my rap. And he's like, you could call me a million times, Demon Time, I don't care. So to answer your question directly, a lot of those guys is in there just to get the check. A lot of those guys ain't really taking it seriously, but a lot of those guys are the smell that trauma. Yeah, that's trauma. No, for sure, PTSD. But a lot of those guys are in there just to get the check. And a lot of those guys are in there for the notoriety, the fame, and what comes along with it. Because let's be honest, everybody that's in this game is here for some notoriety, some fame, and some money. You feel what I'm saying? You say what you want. Oh, I just want the money. Shut your ass up, too. That's why I said I would like to be a Clipper. Yeah, they make money, but shit, I don't get to be famous no more. Nobody's gonna say Demon Time Exotics when I step out. I just got my first motherfucker that recognized me the other day. I put it on my Instagram. Shout out to you. I think it was Ched Mack.
You gotta know his name, though, bro. Come on.
Come on, bro. I just met the brother the other day, and I remembered half of it.
Know his name out there. Are you serious right now? This is why you need a producer. This is why you need a producer. You don't know the nigga name supposed to be queued up. This is a real. I'm good.
Ched Mackey. Let's give him a little shout out. Hold on.
Yeah, let's give him a shout out.
I'm making it. He gonna be on the show tonight. I finally got somebody that know me out here. Yeah, man.
Yes.
Shout out to the bro. Shout out to the bro, man.
The moments be validation. That be damn near money. You would go home talking about that. A nigga go home.
Come on, now. You see I recorded it. I'm showing it now again. I'm proud of that. Fuck you mean? Shit, nigga. Nigga recognized me in the streets. He said, hold on. Hey, no. I said, he was like, what's your channel? I said, Demon Time. Demon Time.
A nigga, listen. A nigga recognized.
Crazy I fuck with you, though. Look on God. I was like, yup. So all yeah, man, we say we want the money and all that. We don't want the fame, but deep down, I like I said, I like to live in my truth. I like to keep it real. I want to be famous too. So, yeah, I don't want to just get some money. I want somebody to recognize me when I go outside and be like, Demon Time. Even if they beef it with me, like, I don't like your bitch ass. Shout out to you, bro.
Right.
DT, no, hold on, bro. I swear to God, a nigga recognized me in the streets. I was in the East. Niggas seeing me out there and start clutching like, what's up, bro?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you, right? I literally didn't know how I would react when this would happen, because I thought it would happen to me in LA. I think I would have been a little bit more uneasy in LA if somebody yelled Demon Time. I'd be like, "What's up?" You know what I'm saying? But here in the Bay, I didn't really get that energy. And when bro approached me, it just didn't seem like that. But I ain't even. He was just like, "Ooh," and I'm gonna stand on it regardless. I of course, I kept my Bible with me. I was praying all day. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't worried about nothing. I sent this right up to the Holy Ghost. But the point is that when I was just like, I didn't know how I was going it was gonna happen. But when it did, I was just like, damn, that felt good.
Right.
Damn, that felt good.
That should be validation.
Cash.
That shit is validation.
I was living good. I was living high the rest of the night. I'm still high today. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, you had the video queued up. We know you high off that shit right now. You ain't high off that Demon Time. I heard the Demon Time, like, ain't really, you feel me? The Exotics ain't really.
Somebody lied to you. Why would they do that?
No, I'm just saying, I ain't know if they was really, because niggas be saying they got Za, but it don't really be no kill like that.
No, listen. I wish we could have connected my shit here so somebody that was in the comments could have been like, I had darkies. I'm mad because listen, the original darkie strand, that purple bag, that's right there, that's lemon berry squeeze, and that's darkies. Now the original darkie strand was curated and bred by the original runts grower. You know what I mean?
Bro, don't shout out the runts, but don't try to name drop the runts grower though. Go ahead, though. My bad.
Hold on. No.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, my bad.
I have to do this to you now because
go ahead and cook them. Cook them.
I have to do this to you now.
I didn't interrupt you, bro.
Cook them. Cook them.
Take y'all with me. I would take y'all with me, but just give me 2 seconds.
Okay, go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
Right back.
I'm gonna hold it down.
You think
I don't think you about to do nothing special.
No,
but
just watch. You're gonna have to eat these words, brother. You go get to watch. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. Watch this. Hold on.
Let me see. Red. Hey,
nah.
Red, if you don't come back with some real za, you feel me? Upset. Because you wearing purple and shit, bro. Like you holding shit down, like you feel me, like you on the purple. Not only that, let me just speak on it. Because where you at, you niggas ain't really got no real shit like that, bro. You feel me?
Nigga, what you mean, nigga?
Shit you be smoking, shit you be choking.
Nigga, you act like nigga. It don't take me no time to get to KC, bro. I can be back in KC, like.
So if I don't give a fuck where you gonna get it from? If you ain't coming to get it from us, it ain't no real shit.
Nigga, I'm going to Missouri. Shit, I'm still going to Missouri. The fuck you talking about?
Missouri ain't coming to get it from us, but how's it really Zato?
Man, look, I'm telling you, he about to cook you, bro. Demon Time go cook you, bro. You don't about to get cooked.
I'm just saying, bro. If that nigga come with some shit that's in a long ass stem or a shoebox top, and he doing some shit like I'm good, bro. I'm just saying, nigga know what that shit look like, bro.
Nah, don't try to do my nigga like that. That nigga ain't hustle man with the fried pigeon on the stick, nigga. You feel me?
You saying you got za, but it be some mid. Well, we had like the shit y'all be saying be za, like we probably sold it to y'all on some za level, but it be some mid where we from. But a lot of art, listen, where we from, but the mid be really za. But it's like if you pull up with some bullshit, ain't really what it is. That's what I'm just. I ain't being bougie. I'm just saying, you know what shit. Let's see what this nigga got going on. Let's see. Let's see what's going on, bro. I see a bunch of props and signs and shit. I ain't seen Nan Za.
You're from the Bay, right?
Yeah, I'm from East Oakland, California, man. Born and raised.
You know anything about the city?
Oh no, I'm for sure. Nigga, what you mean? People from film on that filthy note, man.
You know anything about the city? Do you know who these guys are?
Yeah, I know all that shit you showing me right there. Let's go.
All these. So you know all these guys.
Hold on, look. Bust open. Let me see a bud.
Oh, I don't want to be monetized. I don't want to be monetized. Hold on. I just had to go grab some promo items.
Oh, listen.
My bad, brother. These are promo items. These are official.
I'm the promo guy. I'm the promo guy. I love promo. I love that shit. But I'm saying, but if a nigga ain't able to lay no bud out, if I don't see no bud out, we gonna end the live. If I can't see no bud laid out, it's just end the live, bro.
Hold on. I'll grab you a couple different. Which one you want?
That promo look dope though. That shit look cool, but it don't.
Smalls, brother. You want big smalls?
Hold on. Let me see. Hold on.
I don't want to demonetize it.
Put it all the way up to the camera. Grab one of them nugs. Grab one of them nugs.
Look at this nigga. This old Doogie Howser MD ass nigga.
Put a nug up to the camera. Let me see. Put a nug up to the camera. Grab one.
Fucking Bill Nod and Science God, weed head ass
nigga. Up to the camera. You
know what I mean? We keep all of the different.
Grab one of them nugs. Up the promo.
So you can know all the different things that we put out.
You don't want to put one of them nugs up to the camera, right?
I want you to see, I want you to admit to these people that you've seen a lot of these in the city and you know what they are. Do you know what these are when I'm showing you?
Yeah, I see what's going on, right?
No. Have you seen this in the city?
I ain't gonna lie. Can I tell you something real quick? Let me get a sidebar. Where I'm from, niggas go to the smoke shop and get all the bags that the zombie in, right? And they put whatever in it. I'm saying,
explain to the people that don't know.
All you gotta do is ask the chat. Anybody in the chat, from where I'm from, and you out here in the Bay too. Niggas go to the smoke shop,
which is
niggas go to the smoke shop and grab the bags Niggas grab the bags, bro, of the za. But when you bust in it, if you tear the seal off or if you bust it and clap it open, the za might not be representative
of everything we put out. But listen, I'm trying to tell you. Well, I'm saying that to say because I thought you would have been like, oh, so you tapped in with Cream Team. You already know Cream Team.
Yeah, you tapped in with Burner, shit like that.
I'm trying to tell you.
To the camera, look.
In LA at the mansion party with LB.
Put the bud up to the camera.
All right, hold on.
Put the bud to the camera.
Bro, I can send you a picture. Why we want to do that on the show is what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's crazy.
All right, send me a picture. Okay, we're going to do it for commercial purposes. We're not going to show the bud.
Which bud you want? I got a couple.
No. For commercial purposes, we're not going to show the bud because we're trying to monetize.
Okay, so he said he know all them niggas personally, right? So
shout out to Mees.
So you know about that? You know about the mansion party in LA when they opened up the Santa Monica cookies, right? I was in LA. I was there on LB's birthday. I gave him a pair of my jeans so he could wear because he didn't have no shorts. When we was in LA, and I was in Miami with them. He didn't have no shorts in Miami. I was at the mansion party in Miami as well. You hear what I'm saying?
Are you saying Exotics is demon time? Are you saying that we on demon time? When we on the Zaz, we on demon time. That's what
I'm trying to tell you. I'm not capping. So if this person says if he knows him personally, he knows that if I know LB and I know Ski and I know Suge, and I'm telling you that that grower, the one that grew the original strands, he's the one. I'm the first nigga in the Bay Area that had permanent marker. You know about the permanent marker? That was one of the last things that the original runts grower.
I let it you shout out the Bay. I let it shout out the Bay right now. Because if you talking about demon time, I let it you shout out the Bay right now.
I wanted to show you, like, no, I got the official promo stuff, not just the bags. Like, I was at the mansion party. If I go on this phone, I can show you the mansion party.
No, I don't want to show. I don't show that on the phone. I seen the shit. You know, I'm just rocking on you because you know that's what we do. You know, I got to rock on you, bro.
No, I want to do it, but I'm just like, you know me.
Don't do it. And it's promo. You know, all this shit promo.
Listen, I showed it to you.
All this shit promo, baby.
A long time.
All this shit promo, bro. Everything promo, you already know. Look, backstage, we gonna go like this. We gonna throw it up like this. We gonna throw it up. It's good.
No, listen.
You already know.
People that have had the real darkies, the original darky strand that I had when I was rocking with Buddy Ass. And even now, some people be on my live like, man, you smoking darkies? And I'll be like, I ain't even gonna cap you down, bro. I got some LCG from the town. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna cap them down. They'll tell you no.
Look my nigga in the comments. Look at my nigga. Hold on, look at my nigga. Nigga, we need it. W&I stand for we need it. We need it means Go Mob Entertainment, man. Double Rock. Frisco. He from Double Rock, Frisco, California. You stamped approved. There it is right there. That's all I need.
Question. Am I stamp approved? I never purchased a stamp from anybody. And that, my vernacular and letting you know that I understand how to answer that question should let you know I know what I'm talking about, right? I'm telling you, all right, so you know all them guys, right? This is what I'm gonna tell you, and if you know, you know. Please don't put too much information out there. I am currently at the mini mansion with the big red couch. If you heard about it, and if you know, then you know. I'm in the mini mansion with the big red couch right now.
Speak on that shit, Mees.
I'm in the mini mansion right now.
How my nigga credentials? You feel me? Hold on,
run it. Listen, me, and the guys that I'm bragging on honestly don't get along. You know what I'm saying? They don't like me. But I'm letting you know that I actually do know them, and I do know the grower, and he is the grower. He is the original Darky Strand grower because I do know them guys. So I don't got a cap. That's why I was showing you that. I'm not cool with them, or you know what I mean?
No. Shout out to my nigga Demon Time. No, shout out to my nigga Demon Time for going through it. You know what I'm saying? Niggas had an accidental paperwork party. You pulled your shit out. You feel me?
No. But Ski is the reason that I started Demon Time. You know, just being in the room with those guys. You know, I can't think of a buddy name that did this New York Exist, but we was real cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? When we met at the LA mansion party, and then we stayed in contact, and that was like one of the first like real plugs I knew out of state. And you know, me and Ski never really just connected like that. You know what I'm saying? Joe Ski, but you know what I'm saying, Ski Mask. But basically, yeah, man, I just feel like they just never really embraced me. But he definitely was, you know, an influence and you know, a big reason why I even started Demon Time Exotics, because I was trying to ride the brand and the wave of what they was doing with the you know, with everything they had going on over there. I really like they what was that? I just had it up. It was like the cream, it was a peach cream. They had
In the bag.
white gummies. I had a white gummies jacket. I loved that jacket with the bear on it. And I just liked everything they was doing, man. They was putting out a lot of merch. They was making a lot of money, man. I was coming around 2018 when they was in the prime. They was getting a lot of money. So that's, you know, the backstory, how I even have a channel that's named Demon Time Exotics. Like, why do you have a podcast that's named a marijuana strand? And that's the back channel. I came out here from Tennessee. I got tapped in with the Runs dudes, and I seen what they was doing. They basically was like, you don't get no handouts around here. You got to go do everything. Go start you an LLC. Go start you a business. Go over there to where I can't even think of where I'm getting the hoodies made. Go over there and get your hoodies made. Go get you some merch, and then when you come to the shit, you know, get on it. Okay, oh, you ain't got your own strand, you ain't got no whoop to get it put in the store, you got to pay this much. You know, to get a stamp, it costs this much. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't ready to do all that. I didn't get a stamp, but I did, you know, get my LLC. I started my brand. I made my bags. I made my shirts. I made my hoodies. You know what I'm saying? I went out, I advertised. I started a podcast to advertise. But, you know, honestly, you know, I focus more on the podcast than I have the strands and the brands, because it's like, you know, it's certain things that it really don't really make too much money putting it in the store. Like, you know, one of the only things that we put in the store from Cream Team was the cream soda. And from what they communicated to me, it really wasn't that profitable because of all of the taxes and money that you got to pay and the process to put it in the store. Are you on me, bro?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Now, I said it's a lot of politics with that shit. You got to be really in.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And I'm trying to think of buddy name that got the gear shifter, big shifter. What's his name? Lou Graham. You know, he was one of the guys that was messing with them guys that actually took it and did what he was supposed to do. He didn't go just buy the chains. He didn't just go buy the cars. He did that. He did that, and he did it big too. But keep doing your shit, bro. Appreciate it, brother. You know what I'm saying? But Lou Graham, he really took this shit. He took it from the white labeling to the bags to putting his stuff in the store to actually having his own dispensaries out there. So, you know, shout out to Lou Graham, man, because they used to always be like his ass can't rap. But I always liked his raps, and I ain't just, you know, glazing. You know what I'm saying? He is a terrible rapper, but I like the way he raps. So it's crazy. It's crazy to say that, right? Like, you ain't the best rapper, but I like your style. But he started a dispensary, man, brand, and he's still doing it right now to this day. So I appreciate that, because I watched him go from, you know, what we were doing, and he took it all the way. So shout out to him. Salute.
We appreciate you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love politicking with you. I'm gonna follow you on all your shit. Follow me on all my shit. I've already subscribed to you. What they said the last 30 seconds, you ain't supposed to be cousins, so let me try to change my language, right? I really do appreciate you on the show. I ain't gonna lie to you. Me and Rec be having some cold times on this on our little Sunday. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Sometimes we be scripted, not in the sense of like questions. Sometimes we freestyling, but I don't know if it's because he got the Pooh Shiesty on. Like, I don't know what it is, bro, but it always end up being a little bit of scandalous and a little bit of business. You feel me? You know what I'm saying, right? I don't know what it is, right? You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna lie to you. Sunday cookout, I got a lot of ventures, but I do a lot. Like, people be sleeping on Dub. I got a lot going on. The Sunday cookout always throwing me like a curveball of individual, bro. You know what I'm saying? You my people. Not just because you a weird nigga, not weird in a foul way, but weird like different. I'm different. I'm different. You my people, man. Whenever you want to fuck with me on anything, whenever you need me to post, invite, whatever on, just tag me in it, bro. I'm gonna do it even if I don't even look at it, bro. I fuck with you. I appreciate you here. And I mean that sincerely. A couple of weeks ago, I didn't say this. We had the patient on. I ain't gonna say nothing more than we had the patient. Rick had the patient on, right? Listen, right? I fuck with you because I feel like I'm some business.
Rick, what happened? Hold on, I missed it. What happened? What patient?
Rick, this outro. This the outro, Rick. Rick, get it together. Listen, Rick be organizing. Look, PT, when you stepped up, this is what I'm doing before you step up. Before you step up like this, let me see who this nigga gonna be.
I'm fucking crying.
Because I don't know what's going on.
I'm fucking crying, bro.
Rick hit me Saturday night at 1 a.m. Bro, this is what we got going on. I go to the internet, see niggas on, right? Look, on some business shit, demon time.
I can't fucking breathe.
My hairline start back here. I'm gonna give you the one right here. Listen.
Nah, man.
I really enjoyed this, man. I really did it for real, man.
I'm with you. Whenever you want to step, I got 4 or 5 podcasts, and I do solo interviews face to face. Whenever you want to come fuck with me on any kind of politics, whatever it is, you got to pass. I'm from East Oakland, California. You got all my IGs and shit. Let's step to it. Let's do it, bro. I fuck
Let's
with
tap in. We definitely gonna tap in. You already know Bay Area approved, man. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Hey, no, man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. This was a long time coming, bro. I've been trying to get money on. He had real life situations going on at that time. So to see the bro spin the block, come back through, do the Sunday cookout. Hey, man, this wasn't even an episode. This was like me kicking it with the family, bro. This wasn't nothing but me hanging out with the family, kicking, shooting this shit. You feel me? Twisting up something. You know what I'm saying? Passing a little something around and kicking it, bro. This wasn't even a real episode. So for the bro to take out his time, kick it with us, man. Pull up. Hey, man, I appreciate you, bro. Time is something you don't get back, and I definitely appreciate you taking out that time to come and kick it with us, man. If y'all hating on my bro's channel, if y'all striking bigs, man, hey, man, go on with that fluffy shit, bro. Go on with that sucker shit, bro. You feel me? Don't stand in the heat. Don't stand in the kitchen if you can't take the heat, nigga. If you can't take the heat, nigga, get your bitch ass off the internet. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. You can't shoot shots if you can't take none back, bro. If you can't take no shots back, then take off the vest, put down your hammer, go tuck in the house, go hide up under the cover and watch New York Undercover, everyone. You feel me? Do that, bro. Keep your ass out the streets.
Shit. Just look, get on that nigga. Demon Time is his own nigga. He just came here for 1 episode. Don't strike first. Fuck that nigga Demon Time. Look, now look, at the end of the day, look. And we 18 episodes in, somebody just let it. You know, they say that host 20 episodes in, most niggas don't make it to 20 episodes in. It's a phenomenon. Me and Rick at episode 18. Hope he don't fuck nothing off with the purple bullshit ass Seattle Seahawk, LA Lakers, LeBron is the GOAT, weird ass bullshit talk. And fuck off. We got 2 more episodes, Rick, for us to make it, man. I love my niggas, though. It's good.
Man, it's all love, man. I appreciate Demon Time coming through. Hey, before we sign off, hey, man, DTE, go ahead, shout yourself out. Let everybody know where they can find you at, where they can subscribe, follow, whatever you got going on, whatever you want to, you know what I'm saying, divulge to the peeps. Hey, this is your time, bro. Go ahead, the stage is yours.
Hey, man, y'all make sure y'all go follow me. I'm going to mostly be on the backup channel for the next 90 days. Not because I lost it, but I deactivated it. I'm about to get focused. Y'all go follow me on the backup YouTube, DTE Clips. I'm going to be on Kick at DTE Money 448. Everything is basically DTE Money 448. Instagram, TikTok, all of that stuff. X, Twitter. You know what I'm saying? So DTE Money 448 everywhere. Demon Time Exotics will be back. It's not gone. I just you know what I'm saying? I just deactivated it. And man, y'all just follow me on Kick and follow me on the backup. Support, follow, share, subscribe.
Kick that game, bro. Kick that every once in a while, bro. Every 3rd or 4th clip, hit them with a YouTube, how you get monetized. Hit them with what fucked you up with this, and that. Hit them, I'm telling you, let me be your makeshift producer. Every once in a while, but give me the way you spit the game is for like, it's like spitting the Bible, but not saying dar. Just give them 30-second, 45-second, no more than a minute, 30 clips on IG and all that shit. Just say, hey, this is what I did right, this is what I did wrong. I feel like you got that delivery.
Nah, let's do it, man. Let's tap in.
Oh yeah, and I wanted to tell you too, Demon Time, man. Any video I ever put up now, past, present, future, you feel me? Just for all references, and so you know, bro, you are more than welcome to react in anything I put up. You can clip up anything I put up, and don't give me that filtered energy. Now I want that DGE. So if you gotta roast me, go ahead and roast it. It's all
Yeah.
good, bro. You feel me? Hey, you gotta be able to shoot. Hey, if you can shoot jokes, you better be able to take a joke. Hey, it's all good. So, bro, if you gotta flame me up, go ahead and flame me up for the one time. It's all good. I'll sizzle on the plate a little bit. I'll sizzle on the plate a little bit.
I'm like, yeah, I don't mind getting in the grease. Nah, I got you, man, for sure. We gonna keep
Appreciate you, bro. We appreciate you.
Man, for sure, man. All love, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe, pimp slap that bell, catch a vibe. You know, we keep it live, and that's right, man. We out the building as always, man. All love, man. You feel me?
That's good, bro.